From Salon we rise, why aren't we to shine? Bringing light, holding truth, we the fight for time. 4 years strong, we stand proud. For the people we voice, we love. But in the offices, corruption they grow. Presidents and first ladies, secrets we know. Fatima Bio, in name they call. Money to move, but no truth at all. Speaker boom, do allegations they fly. Crack of parliament, caught in the lie. But we are no go turn blind. We go stand for the truth, no matter.
Fambul Pala for you. Fambul. Bebe, bele, bebe, bele, bebe. Fambul Pala for you. Fambul Pala for me. Fambul Pala for we all. Fambul Pala for we. Fambul Pala for me. Fambul Pala for we all. Fambul Pala, know that you're Fambul Pala for you. Fambul Pala for me. Fambul Pala for we all. Fambul Pala for we.
Remember the importance of being a family, of coming from the same place.
Fambul Pala for you. Fambul Pala for me. Fambul Pala for we all. Fambul Pala for we all. Bebe, bele, bebe, bele, bebe. Fambul Pala for you. Fambul Pala for me. Fambul Pala for we all. Fambul Pala for we. Fambul Pala for me.
And so we go hand over to
Fambul
the
Pala
host
for
and
we
the co-host for the
all.
start of this program.
Fambul Pala, know that
Right,
you're
everybody. Good morning, Maryland, USA, and good afternoon, Salon. Salon, good afternoon, Miss Salon people. Them, una kabo kabo, kushe kushe, and I want to welcome una to this Fambul Pala. Before we go, on this particular Pala talk, as you know, all long kind sign me Pala today. We know say now we custom and we tradition for respect the presence of Papa God. We all know say now Papa God make we, and we all believe say no matter what our religion, whether we not you not Christian or Muslim, we all believe say anyhow we be, we for call God first before we start anything. Now so we go begin Fambul Pala today as we go on for call with brother Gibson Salon for Giwi Muslim prayer. I will call upon my brother Gibson for giving Muslim prayer as we will start Fambul Pala. Gibson. Well, if brother Gibson or the, I want to ask if anybody is around. Is they around? I know you Gibson in voice, so
I think we ask anybody from the public.
Well, if but yes, that's what I just wanted to do. If Brother Gibbs, you know, they are just want for us, and if anybody there around we go able for pray for we lead we in Islamic prayer, that's gonna be fine. If anybody, if you know see able to do one, please unmute your mic and just do one for me quickly.
Because of time, we just ask.
Because if nobody know the, I want for call on Pastor Ken. Pastor Ken lead you in prayer. Christian prayer, please. Pastor Ken self not there around. All right. If Pastor Ken not there, I just want to make we all just bow we head let me pray. I will just start with prayer. You know that now the advantage that we get pastor with the host at the Fambul talk. Now the advantage that Onolo pray. Daddy God in heaven, we tell you thank you for today. We tell you thank you for this Fambul Pala meeting, which we, as we all get as one Fambul them na salon. We pray, Papa God, that whatever we say now, whatever we do now, we do inside your name, and that your spirit will guide we. We cover ourselves with the blood of Jesus and the fire of the Holy Ghost. We pray for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Thank you, Lord, as we left this program now, you want a successful program. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
I want to advise that the Muslim and just say Al-Fatiha, so at least we will have that.
Me not even think to say self-Muslim because if person able for pray, if you say not Muslim able for pray, for we, if I make you even tell yourself say no all recite Al-Fatiha na wahala. So that go na chance. So now we don't say we're not Muslim, we shame for pray. That just go na 1 minute chance.
I don't think say people shame for prayer. I think say people sometimes they just not to public people them. So we can just see that Fatiha and move on.
We there, but usually I don't know if where within a public, where na mixed public, woman not the lead Muslim prayer. So that's why we are here.
Okay.
Because we don't know if Muslim man they wait for night for lead prayer.
All right, thank you so much for that information. Well, no prayer side. And I also want to welcome everybody to this great Fambul talk. First of all, waiting on Fambul talk. We all know say inside salon anyhow we be. Whether not for palaver or not for party or not for begging or not for aujo or whatever it is, we almost get to one side we all together for go talk that talk day. For make people for arrange properly. And when we can get that inside day, that day we can talk, we arrange fine. And once we arrange and we put we heart and waiting we arrange, now so we come back now do and go do what we arrange for do. And all thinking come out fine at the end of the day. So that particular idea, and we get and put together and look at and say, yes, it's very, very good for make we get as Sierra Leoneans and together for make we talk with young country. We all know say salon we na one family. We know to two people them. We na one family. No matter who's you born, because there are a lot of intermarriages in Sierra Leone. I think to say Sierra Leone are one of the most intermarital country now West Africa. Also interreligious tolerance, very, very strong day. Usai we go get Papa Muslim, Mama Christian, half picking go church, half picking go mosque. Sometimes they all go mosque, sometimes they all go church. But we all live in one. Usai we all celebrate ourselves. So that's now the mark we make we one Fambul. And that make we able for get an aya today for talk waiting at the boku problem with the jam we inside Sierra Leone. So now that's not Fambul Pala. Fambul Pala na the very, very first thing this we they meet as Fambul Pala. And I go show and say this meeting go get for continue to go every month. We get for the meet as Fambul Pala for discuss one topic where the ambogu in a salon and then for see how waiting we go suggest as to how we for solve some of them problem then they and waiting will be with contribution towards solving them problem then they. So me now na host, me na apoprat, and welcome na the Prat Pala. Today na the Prat Pala we day. But I get me co-host, we not to any other person, but now.
Fantasy Wiz and ladies and gentlemen, Badenya Fantasy Wiz, the normal introduction. Within I today for talk about issues that were very close to we had. As a survivor of multiple rape and also sexual assault, this particular discussion today very, very close to my heart. So I'm really, really excited for dinner so today and share my own story, my ideas, and also talk for all women and girl picking them a salon. So thank you very much, Ato.
Yes, we get two topics we will deal with today. One, sexual violation of sexual exploitation, and the other one, moral decadence. But as we go on, we will able to see waiting identity and waiting as sexual exploitation and moral decadence, you know, and now around that we discussion today all day get for happen. But we also want to make people know, so do you make sure so you mute your phone, and then when we get people that we get for camp present, when they don't present done, this will be a typical family talk where we all go get chance for Rob Mott. Well, if you don't get chance for Rob Mott this time, you will get chance for Rob Mott other time. But I believe say anybody will get something for say, will get chance for Rob Mott and this one whole thing we'll get for talk. So with not much ado, we get one short clip where we want for play for people then make Fambul them see something really happen. Let me just send them watch this clip quickly. As we wait for let the clip the play, I just want to remind Fambul and say this is Fambul Pala, and Fambul Pala also at this particular time they are weird. People that they view from weird go able for join the discussion. People that they weird go able for join the discussion for be part of this wonderful Fambul Pala discussion. And when the time go reach, we go open phone line for the one that we know they on Zoom, the one that we do outside, we go open phone line for them for be able for participate na Fambul Pala. We not get sound. We not get sound from your side.
That people keeping up together, they are fast this shit. Where's the 5 time I don't think what are they doing so? Like boy, like carry master. When I say something, I say to anyone now. You pack your bag. When we need to lie up there, I don't like to lie. Let's all say happen and stay as it is. Yeah, not begin to put 5 say for let it talk speak. You see them together on the below 50. The other they talk about the video say, the other are 50, the other is not reach 15. 15 hours begin to go to our house. Yeah, we are killing you. We are killing our kids right now. But mama, serious. A banner. So peace. Because he has for man.
Fambul, being a bunch of blogs, we always at the same. Well, today within a number 21 months, because this how we get a case where similar to waiting the Apona Equatorial Guinea, where man they get an affairs with over 400 people, 400 women. So this same thing happens in every country. And this happens amongst because there is a man where people they lay an allegation on saying they don't get some men that do business with over 300 women the way they live at this party also. And where they do it is set camera inside a room where it is video them doing where they get the affairs. And some of them ladies will say they'll not be aware because you not ever tell them.
So now me baby this see I can't film it today for the first time. And I started be the same minute to man. So I began to tell us I go for making cry, but maybe if it's not beat, I go for beat, I understand. So you can't film it today for the first time, one till it's another me in knock. Yeah, me in knock, baby. Understand? So like whilst me then I can be the cry, understand? Cry baby. So get that kind of word. If I say you need to scream when I cry, they cry. You understand? So don't cry till the good. And if you watch her, so I be tell us I be go for making cry, but if it's not beat, I go for beat. I see I lead on an entire around this show. You understand? An entire around. Baby, no say man.
Yeah, man.
But you can have Facebook or you can have TikTok every single blessed day. Now one course to another. Every single day now course. Every single day now course. If party business not right, let everybody go your way. If party business not right, block the policy, move on. Even not so everybody gets where I they handle in your matter, and everybody get where I they handle in your situation. And not go find a policy, mama, you let go. But trust me, some certain things and they and not worth it for you give back your energy to that thing then. When I don't share friendship, when I don't share man information, when I don't share clothes, when I don't share money, when I don't share personal things, then when I feel say it was all dovey. My bestie, my ride or die. This ride or die not happen again. Let's go off it. You know the kind of Facebook for the day. You know, see mommy course videos the way people they share. You know, go on TikTok for the day. You know, see where people they share videos of mommy course them. Mind you, una all get families, una all get picking them. What did they look up to una family?
Okay.
Okay, all right. I hope say we all watch them clip them. This is a clip that we come out now. We pick from different situations that we don't happen at Sierra Leone. It's from inside the past 1 month to some even now up to yesterday. Some of them things that also happen. We put them together for make people get an idea as to waiting a Fambul Pala and waiting this discussion get for they look at. But I want to call upon the co-host at this particular time when Fanta for make introduce we first speaker.
The first speaker actually is say you don't need better introduction because maybe plan say I will get a long introduction, but it's okay say in a passing way, it's just one way to introduce. I let just get a small introduction no more. So the first speaker will be Bob Lamin, when I also the communication and advocacy manager of Wimbo Initiative, and he don't do this position yeah so since 2023. And before that day, you don't work with partners then at the health side, when I restless development, Gold Sierra Leone, and also Maristop Sierra Leone. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bob Lamin, welcome to this interesting discussion today.
Okay, thank you very much, Fantasy, and I'm happy for the part of this discussion. Yes, so I also want for tell una thank you for the good work una dey do na the parlor for ensure say, like I always say, we fulfill with duty of care to the survivors of sexual and gender-based violence. So yes, thank you for having me, and una thank you for the good work. Yes.
You're welcome.
All right, so Bob Lamin, we just want to make you give we 10 minutes of bag of information as to how sexual exploitation they now in our country.
Okay, so the word sexual exploitation, I think from time immemorial, done in Sierra Leone. And as an organization, we more focus on sexual and gender-based violence in a way that we feel say that the hub in terms of all of the abuse that we did commit against people then. So as a result of that, we provide free. So I just want to give a quick background of what we did do na Rainbow Initiative. Then come to given the current situation of where we are as a country. So Rainbow came into existence as a result of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission report, where we recommend to let the government of Sierra Leone provide free medical treatment and psychosocial support to women the way they raped during the war. So as a result of that, IRC, when the International Rescue Committee, starts waiting known to the Rainbow Initiative. So they be call a sexual assault referral center, where been they operate now Freetown, Kenema, and Kono. So people the way they be rape, been they go na them place and IRC through the Rainbow, through the sexual assault referral centers, we provide free medical and psychosocial support for them. Fast forward to 2014, IRC realized this whole projects kind of don't be in a way that it will be sustainable. Because I'm a donor-driven project, we all know say donor there with time, one for 6 1 is. So IRC say, okay, this don't be a success story. So if we want for the one for get an organization, we go continue for run the Rainbow Centers. So as a result of that, IRC build transition team and they get a board, we been they manage the running of the center. And I want for say special thanks to Miria. Miria will be one of the people that we been there at our board day by virtue of in position we be the FSU, we be the head FSU at the time. So they oversee the running of the transition. Now we be mean say they start up Rainbow Initiative now for look at the Rainbow Centers. Because we not be one let our dream die. So yes, that's how far we've come, and that's where we are. So it's a Sierra Leonean organization, a national organization, I mean, in that respect. So over the years, we don't provide free medical and psychosocial support to over 50,000 women, including men as well. We don't go through sexual and gender-based violence. So for the purpose of this Pala talk, I decide to go back to 2020, 1 year after the declaration of state of emergency on rape, for see waiting at the data the way we still don't continue for record. So like I said, I'm glad for there, and I don't talk about what we did in our Rainbow Initiative. So cumulatively, from 2020 to 2024, we don't see 15,225 cases at the Rainbow Centers. And out of these 15,225 cases, 13,078 of them cases are sexual assaults, we mean say they rape the person and in Gona Rainbow Center. Out of that number, 1,047 are physical assault. And I want to make this clear. So the physical assault cases where we see in our Rainbow Initiative, an intimate partner relationship, where we say either boyfriend violates in girlfriend or girlfriend violates a boyfriend, or married man beats in wife or married woman beats in man, those kind of a thing. Not so where people that they go fetch in the street and wound themselves. No, it's intimate partner relationship. So the number still high, even though in the cases every year we get a 5% decrease, but the number is still high. So we can also so based on the number, I want for segregate and in the years then. So for 2024 alone, we see for 2024 alone, we see about 2,636 cases. We inside this number, yeah, now 2,607 of them are the sexual assault and 27 of them are the physical assault. And we didn't get about 97-year-old woman when are the oldest survivor. And that year day, 2024, we get 2-month-old PQ when are the youngest survivor. And in that year day, when our last year, we get about 27 men that we report say they were sexually abused now with Rainbow Center. So 2023, when at the year before 2024, we see a total of 2,762 cases. 1 month old, that be the youngest survivor, 79-year-old, that be the oldest survivor, and 29 men then that we support that year. 2022, we see about 2,939 cases, where among them the youngest survivor will be 3 months old, the oldest survivor will be 85-year-old, and that year they will support 19 men that we report say they were sexually abused. 2021, we see a total case of 3,292 cases. 6 months old baby will be the youngest survivor. 80-year-old mommy will be the oldest. And that year, we record a case of 23 men there. We are taking this bracket of the 5 years so far after the declaration of state of emergency. We see 3,548 cases. 3 months old will be the youngest survivor, and 100-year-old mommy will be the oldest survivor. And that year, we see about 20 man they will report say they don't abuse them. So then demographic here I present, it really hard rendering, looking at the record of the people. Then imagine we get a case as old, as young as 2 months old, and as old as 100 years old. I vividly remember that year that 100-year-old mommy. I always talk only crime way commits not being that they left in one house and somebody violently rape am. And in all of these numbers, so I don't call, we don't get a case of woman we not deaf and dumb, deaf, so to speak. He give a born, they do cesarean operation panam. A week after, he and his mama go na market for go bye-bye, and the mommy put her on top bike and tell you, Kadama say, this speaking a mumu. But now this area we dey. When I reach there, it will tap you on your shoulder. That means say now we all stand for lefa. They will Kadama take that advantage. Go with that lady they abscond with her for more than 4 days. Then they sleep with her. Imagine pussy just come under cesarean operation. More than 4 days, the family no know Usa a day. Later, they just go see her. She was dumped somewhere around Lumley. That case go to we. I mean, survivor confidentiality is not lost on me. I know say we dey keep all of this confidential, but I dey give una some of the example of these cases. For we all see the reality that happens on the ground. Unfortunately, we get for lost that woman at the age of 28 years, as young as she is. But that not the most tragic part of her. The most tragic part of her is that he left a pikin when are just 2 weeks old. That could have been anybody's sister. That could have been anybody's wife. Imagine if that God was coming from your family. And unfortunately, he left that pikin there. A man also na be mumu. Uda again will go settle for good, marry that man for raise that pikin. Among these numbers that I called, we get one pikin when I own biological sleep, daddy sleep with her. Among that number, we get more than 10 cases when the biological papa then sleep with them. I'll make example of 2 of the cases. We get one again the Bel and we all know we are a country of law. We always say that, but nobody no go and forget a pikin out of rape or out of incest sleeping with your parent. So it was difficult to get that pikin for keep that Bel day. And she asked us a question which been very difficult and hard for we answer. And she was like, when I want me for keep this pikin here, how I will call him? My brother, my sister. It was difficult to comfort her to answer that question. It was difficult for we to answer that question. And we all know the joy of a motherhood is for train up your pikin, see them for grow up in life, and then to marry a camel for support so that you not retire to a rocky chair. But as a result of the circumstance where that lady get her pikin, she has to make one of the most toughest decisions that I've ever seen a woman made in her life. That because for saving her own life and that we are a country of law, she was willing to give back to that child. But forever not in life, no one forget anything for do with that pikin. Imagine a mother going to that extent for make such decision after carrying pikin for 9 months. The other one is this pikin was raped by a 60-year-old pastor. In daddy camp for knowing about he was not happy. They took her to our centers. We provided all the services we could provide. The tragedy is where they return her and daddy start for sleep with her. They sleep with her to the point that they cannot be comfortable and tell in auntie. So I'm talking about this for see how families they compromise into undermining we work where we they do. They begin telling auntie say that this is what I'm going through. I mean, papa and the mommy was like, you can't say this to anybody. It's a disgrace to our family. They begin not knowing what to do, decided for suffer in silence, continue following daddy sleep with her. And only get in mind for say no to in daddy after we don't become pregnant, we no self, we the belly only up to 7 months. That was the time she had the courage to say no to her daddy. It got to a point that the daddy drove the pikin at the house even when he don't get under belly. The pikin go one Okada boy take her in again. Unfortunately, instead begin for sleep with her. The past shamelessly go to the extent for tell the Okada bobo say let the Okada bobo can answer the belly to ram in behind the single supporter. That is to see how morals not they again of society. So, like I said, these are not just numbers. All of them statistics that we are called represent a life shattered by violence. They don't talk families in part and community that they grip with the consequences of this moral decadence, systematic failure in our society. Sexual exploitation or GBV, they strive now with environment and power imbalance. And one of the things we're responsible for this. So all we they say in our rainbow is that we alone are going able to do this work. That's why I tell people that we ready for work with anybody. And my point has always been, it is not who you are where they make we work with you. It's because of what you are doing for help and gender-based violence. May he so rest in peace, Blacker. I always tell people, I make an example with Blacker that as how in condition been day. If Blacker take a podium and talk against gender-based violence, we are ready for work with Blacker wherever it been for go at that time. So my emphasis is we all will come together to make sure say this thing, if not eradicated totally, we minimize them. Because we have had situation where in teachers they sleep in a way they go take extra lesson. Papa they sleep with the pikin. And see the force in boy pikin for sleep with her. So, like I said, this is not just about this is not just about women and girls. Yes, they are in the large population, they are in the majority. So I now say it's high time we start talking about the issues of the boys because a shift on the turn. We get a case where in the Bobo in Okupula offline and Karuta Freetown, all of we come on offline, we can Freetown. We have one focus that we for make camp now this city. We not for go back with plastic now we hand. So that boy was determined to be that kind of a person. Then anti-force and for sleep with him. And the boy was like, I can't do this to my uncle because it will be a betrayer. That boy will get for take a bold step or left the house or go in a street instead of for sleep with him auntie. Another one was this woman every day like when you get Bobo in that area no more. But what feels like help? They get food, if he gets something, they provide for her. One day I just walk up to the boy and say, I can't continue doing this. You have to pay me in return. And the boy asks her, what are they paying in return? I say they will both for sleep with her. So these are some of the cases that we see every day. These are the situations that women endure every day. We all know the popular case we happen at Kenema. Some parts of Kenema where that guy be get that machete called last week, a chap that he did because the picky refused to sleep with her. So I'll pause for now if there are any questions or any clarification I want follow we make. But we are very, very much happy as Rainbow Initiative for be part of this platform because we believe say whatever platform we take, we will able to make people that know about gender-based violence because that's what we do. It's not just about responding, but we also they help people that through preventive measure or identify early warning signs when it comes to gender-based violence. Because we believe, according to we data and statistics where we get, don't prove say 90% of them cases where they happen to people we know one another. And very few of them where then they get abused by somebody for the first time. Majority of them, the abuser, they do one in a way that maybe this speaking either be done they send for go left food for her, this speaking either be done they send for go, or you get this uncle, anytime we can at this host, at this speaking almost a one for pay attention to. These are some of the way these days are used. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. You know, Bob, the statement that we Bob Lamin make, they're very, very sad, very, very pathetic. But the facts are that these are all the realities of what is actually going on in our homes, in our communities, small communities, village towns, and in the nation as a whole. The facts of the matter that we see an increase in cruelty, because also you sense they for make you look 100-year-old man we don't lead on a bit, then at the point of death you go claim you don't on them. A 1-month-old baby, you go look at then at the point of death you claim you don't on them. You see a situation inside you not a person of trust, a pastor, a man of God.
Like the only thing where you hear, I knew. That's the only thing you had. She's up there, the husband is behind.
Can we please mute? Can we please mute? You see situation in which a man of God in trust fall and then lead on with him, but also the father, your papa will born you. Your papa will born you. After I see say that person don't do this thing, you the papa back. You put the pikin in a cycle of cruelty. You go lay down with the pikin back. You were insisting on all of that. And for me, I'm also happy because young men are coming out also talking about what they are going through. Because coming up, I know that experience. I know those things happen, and definitely many young men they shy for talk about the fact that they have been harassed sometimes because of them. Some of them are just because of their physique, you know. You see on the watch, you see on naked, you see probably gets good endowment, you woman turning your and all of them kind of thing in there. So we see all of these issues. I see somebody hand you up, but please wait. We come to after we get the second speaker, we get for come to everybody. If you want to make your hand up, just make your hand up steady. So we're going to take note as to who that first hand up. We come to people them for make people add them voice to this. Fanta, waiting you get for with regards waiting with what I just say.
Nothing can not come as a surprise to me. Like I say, me a survivor of multiple rape, and this rape also not so for saying like an strange and a street. This happens by family, friends, you know, uncle, cousins, and everything. So it's not really new. And I think the reason we make man then will still continue for do this in a salon, then will always continue because we live in a patriarchal society of wherein men they do things with impunity. Then they get away with them. Because at the end of the day, the victim blaming it's so glaring in a salon. Because when you see out in column, for example, like you one example now, say this person I'm my boyfriend, then I go for go fenam. Yeah, like it because then now one thing picture with and always they paint. This person I'm my boyfriend, I go for go fenam. That day I don't feel for let it touch me. You understand what I'm saying? We go kiss, we go this, but when it comes to the sex, I say, I'm not interested. I don't want that. Not touch me. But if he can't, if force me and rape me, then I come out and say, oh, you don't do this to me, do this to me. Then they say, why you go nine us? Now the first question, so that now the victim blaming the start say, as long as you don't go now, you get rights. For example, then say, why make man go married woman go say a man don't rape him? A man don't go rape him because a man don't go put money for him, which means that improperty, he can do anything what he wants for do with him. Like when I say self, like most of the time, and as disturbing as this might be, I don't see of wherein people and when I say don't rape somebody where like when I mean talk about, you know, this 80-year-old man. You they see people like we go talk say granny tight. So now it make it go down go, the person go down go there. So then get all these flimsy excuse and talk them where they can talk just for justify this rubbish. I they call it rubbish, and allow me like just, you know, I'm venting. So for me, it's not new. It's not new. But again, as a country, what are we going to do? Because if you check find the statistics of the case, then more than go reports, and the statistics of the case, then more than go prosecute, and the statistics of the case, then more than actually go convict. Trust me, the number then it's very, very shameful. So as a country, as a people, we need to do better.
Yeah,
we need to be better and stop for victim blame. Sorry, I think somebody mic then. And stop for the
Sebatu, please, can you please mute your mic? Sebatu. Yes.
Yeah, so let me stop for the victim blame and make sure say we get we get room for also victims then go be very, very comfortable. We go make plenty other victims then go able for come before and tell their story, and so we go find a way for combat this pandemic or epidemic or whatever it is in our society.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. So We don't want for which time. We want for go to the second speaker. We want for go to the second speaker. We the right give me thing for introduce them, but I don't make up my mind say I don't give waiting the essence for introduce them because this is somebody who I don't sabi for quite a long time. Now somebody who has sabi the time I been in a college, me not be a playwright and a theater director as well. And he don't act for me on stage. I look for somebody with very good for act. I go meet him. I say, please, can you do this for me? Look at the script. He say, yes, we go. Then we dive into that script. Oh my God. From that time, we build a very, very good relationship. So this is a person where like professional, you know, working at the Sierra Leone police. He don't head the family the support units at the Sierra Leone police. He also do in Causeway, he do in a college, get masters and things that we get for do with gender and all of them kind thing, and this person, a person we get hard for them topic there, so where we deal with sexual exploitation and moral decadence. Even the role where you don't take now as a professional, yeah, and gender police officer, the role where you don't take now, you don't decide for kind side politics. But even though he decide for kind side politics, he decide for kind side politics with the intention for try for bring change around topics and issues them way actually they deal with the ordinary Sierra Leonean, And so with people them, I want for make we welcome we sister Mira. He will come up and he will talk to we. Mira will come talk to we concerning sexual exploitation. He will look at the laws. In they can look at how what in the law say concerning that, but he also prefer solutions them at the end of the day. And after Mira don't talk, please let we listen carefully because equally as waiting Salami talk, we very important. And so waiting Mira they can talk very important. Take your pen and paper and jot down because after Mira don't talk, you know, we flow into the conversation because there are a lot of questions, there are a lot of things that they will get for look at. Mira, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, host. And thank you very much, all man with you around, inside the Fambul Pala. I really just disturb after Salamin do in presentation, it really just mix up me completely. So my presentation at the switch hour they do completely. I don't start with sexual exploitation and then reach to moral decadence, but they start with moral decadence and end up with sexual exploitation. Quickly, just briefly. All the example where the man from Rainbow don't give, show say we country don't rotten. When say moral decadence, it mean rotten, decay. It mean waiting don't rotten. The way Salon did now, it's not only about sex, but I will start from there. Because if I make you watch young Pekin, you get feeling for them. That is sick. Now, only the way sick in the mind, you watch you Pekin, you think in that program. It's sick. For me, you watch old mommy, we're able to born you, put them, treat them, you follow them. That is sick. For me, you watch baby, young baby, 1 month, 2 months. You follow them, you put hand param, you put it in param. That is sick. And then called moral decadence and rottenness. I am sorry to say we consider it a level of rottenness. You know what's in rotten? How they smell? Why was surprised now? Why was surprised we see we country they suffer like how they suffer so? If for me we learn Bible or we read the Bible, you see different things and where they happen to a nation where it is level, where sexually immoral to a level of rottenness, or where it's so bad that you see we young people them, you watch young people them, young family them, you sell drugs to them, then they allocate on that street, you say they make like zombie, then they get rotten in their body, you still not get hurt, so feel the pain, you still tell them because you want money. That is moral decadence. That is rottenness in our society. If we lead that they didn't see them, they see them, they didn't see the apple, now still not get the feeling, not get the, now heart's not the thought. And moral decadence is in different form. When you get heartlessness, now moral decadence means say the system not got in. But morality get for do with integrity, get for do with empathy, how you feel for people, them ethics. Meaning say the country clean. We follow things then. And don't look at we country before 20, 30 years ago. For me, I had to make a sister person they naked. A person where talk about sex. How they not follow a man, how into this man so on social media. comfortable. Sex was meant to be private. I can understand sex education. That is understandable because we need for education to begin them. But when you go beyond sex education, when you talk about how they father the man, and what all and so, then the mamikos, as I already explained, it shows that we society don't rotten. It is smell. That's how we see not rotten. So we society day. We need intervention. If we don't come as a society, as a country, for intervene on them things here, trust me, I don't know where we're going to. So for that I just want briefly talk on moral decadence because it touched me heart. It bleed me heart. For your guidance kind here about speaking, baby, almost baby, they fall about bad what he own picking. I always say, I'm sorry, I don't say me a love person, but kind of emotional, I just have to end Pademba Road. If I get man, we will come follow me picking you, papa. The end Pademba Road. Trust me. Because it's sick. How can you do that? Anyway. That's just our rope mouth for moral decadence. Now we come to sexual exploitation. I'm glad the way I mean from remote set I don't rope mouth quick say na unequal power balance, power imbalance. 9 sexual exploitation mean. No more rubber make understand fine one. That consider I take example we don't give understand with the sexual exploitation. That papa and Pekin. I see the imbalance. Papa, you big for the Pekin. You get power passer. Or you a man and that woman, you strong person, power imbalance. And the power they in different form, either in strength, you strong past me. So if you hold me, you go for follow me. Without like affect say you go able. That is sexual exploitation. So the position of power, no minister, they go after you work man then. So that's sexual exploitation. Means say they use your position as minister or as the boss for follow this yoke man. But anybody they work under you get power person. You get right for make you say they punish them like how the alleged case of Kwame become away say the in statement the statement was that how they threaten them with punishments. So they use your power, knowing say best thing that we go with all for them, or when you punish them, or other administrative punishment you go give to the person. That's not sexual exploitation. They use your power for exploiting, or even the innocent exploiting of innocence. If it's small, you don't understand. You fall around. That's sexual exploitation. What sensation gains? We say, hey, but this appear, appear. Yes, prostitution. When you fall a prostitute, now exploitation. You don't do one because he want to do one. They do one because he want to survive. And what situation there's an example where I be get where the FSU. When a case of where a prostitute, a sex worker, sorry, can make a report to me of say, here this man, they meet up, they make up, they talk price. Unfortunately, the man after they don't do the woman done, you know, can full money. That is sexual exploitation. No, this that like what we want to 2 years is so frequently. But most cases of the happen around sex, it gets with sexual exploitation. It gets abusing them, they get exploitation in them. Using your influence, using your money. That person they in situation where they suffer poverty or because of pandemic in a society, he really wants to survive. He wants in strength. He wants for paying begin school fee or he wants for paying your own college fees. Say the flag you, not really though. If they're not with you, that's a willingness so. Now sexual exploitation, now offense, now the law according to the law. But when we was, but we was on waiting, who's lost them, we provide addressing their situation. We have follow anti-human trafficking, talk on sex crimes, different kind of migration laws, we talk on sex crimes with the abuse person and all. But the main law we address sex crimes, we have to do with sexual exploitation and the Sexual Offences Act of 2012, where them being amended inside 2019. When I mean amend, it means say they put the law inside 2012, but because they say some flaw or gap there inside 2019, then watch and back the editor. So what are the core provision where this law provide on sexual exploitation? And the most important one for me, where I care about mostly now on protection for beginning. So the first one, then call them sexual penetration. So anytime when you follow any pikin, whether under 18, now sexual exploitation and abuse. Yes, because that video, remember that boy, that video and just show, say, a person they go now, what's in the place name, one club, na beach. He can't say, that big way they go that place, they not to pikin. No, And because we system not really plan enough for make them no say before you enter club, if for sure you ID for sure say you don't pass 18. Underage picking for enter anytime they sell alcohol. The law provide for that. Unfortunately, we not get things in order for protect picking them from their place and day. So it not mean say if pass with 17 years, 11 months, go na club, means say not to picking. No, not picking. So if you follow that person we miss a club, you know 18 age, not offense. And we call them sexual penetration. And at part 3, section 19 of the Sexual Offences Act, 19 you say, when you follow anybody under 18, na crime. They will go say, anytime when you meet speaking, for instance, now all in the same compound. Then you call the pikin in room, say, can help me, buddy, can help me sweep. Say, uncle, what you say? I say, can help me sweep my room. But you intention for follow helping go to your room, let them don't meet you, don't claim it. But once you go there with that intention and prove say, don't begin pull it to assist. Or you don't begin pull it, or don't begin ASAP in scat. When they catch you, then they charge you for sexual penetration, even though you don't penetrate. Because you didn't meet them, call them meeting a child for sexual purposes. That's that part 3, section 23 of the Sexual Offences Act, 9 talk about that. So the law them really protect speaking. We go to part 3 back of section 25. We talk about you will then give picking for take care of. Pastor now one, you know, you're in a position of trust. You're not pastor. Can you imagine a pastor? Come on, that is so, I don't know what to say, so sickening. You pass away for preach against immorality. You pass away for guide people and protect them from such abuses. So a position of trust. Part 3, section 25, 9 talks say anybody in a position of trust. You minister in a position of trust. You director in a position of trust. You pastor, you teacher, you caregiver. You are in a position of trust. So anytime you get sex with person whether in a you and we for protect, or we for guide, or we for supervise, it's a position of trust where you don't abuse. And the Sexual Offences Act, they catch you for that. We get a lot talk about pornography. We see now in Domboku. Quick one, people they shape, then cover the immoral decadence and they. Me, I don't receive several times when they shape, then porn if you don't come on, I not ever share them. I don't watch them. I said nothing that blooms at the deleter. Because one care about the other woman, also in fault. There might be a reason. It like that in fault, also be business for Georgia. But we come to also decay that with the shape them, they glad they laugh. Hey, it's so nice, see body, see this. That is moral decay. That's a rottiness now in society. He's sick. We come to don't sick. We sick. We need for many we save. So, part 3, section 26 to 28, now talk about child pornography. So if you take picking, you naked them, or if not only naked, they follow them, then you video them or you snap them, they begin share them. Now offense. You ain't receive them, you watch them, you enjoy them, whatever you do with them, then you share them on the side back. Now offense. The offense then boku on child. Then we get part 3, 30, section 30 to 32, we talk about child prostitution. When you're in child prostitution, you feel say that the people that commit offense. No, the people are victim. Because once you're under 18, your brain, when you read, we study about speaking there. It tells you say up until the age of 14 or even 20. I don't say I don't read, I don't let FSC for a while. It tells you say age of 14 or above, the people in brain not really form yet. Meaning say, it's not able for make wise decision. It's not able for assess what's better for her and what's not better for her. So if you go engage between the under 18, you pay and you say a girl, you follow them, now offense. Even if you agree, not excuse. Or if you go put begin upline, you bring cancel you promote up that host to you, then you begin follow them, or you begin porn and like a girl say, don't na bitch. Now child prostitution and are you the all responsible. Then again, example of that bumu picky with a fella. They say part 3, section 8 talk about you the cause or insights possible get disability, whether na mental now, then say mental. But me think say even the bumu people the person when if talk, you plan them, the law will make provision for making all you on that. Part 2, section 13. He say you were the cause person for prostitutes. You were the insight and as they encourage them for making it do them. You were the control the position ring. Then they hold you back. And the law make provision we say 15 years so life imprisonment. Now they make anybody with a whole and entire. Man can talk no more say, and that the law say no more. We see what are the efforts where governments don't do so far to address sexual exploitation in our society. I'm not gonna lie, from the past governments to now to this government, they don't try. They don't make where it comes to policy. Salon we good for that. We get beaucoup laws, we get beaucoup policy. The challenge now, I'll talk after that address, what they don't do as a country. So we say they don't provide the Sexual Offences Act. They don't ensure say they get what I think then get the Rainbow Center, they give free medical. I want to say bravo to Rainbow Center. They've been doing so well over the years, continuously, never asking for people. Don't ever get a case where they say, go report to Rainbow Center because some money in a corner. Never had. That's not because me I'll be part of the board. No, I am proud of them. I'm proud to be associated with them. For them, they live it up to expectation. When they give you position of trust and put something that you earn, it will live up to expectation. But then trust you enough. So the government will ensure say they put them laws there for protect. And also that's even the Sexual Offences Act normal. We get the Anti-Human Trafficking Act, we address sexual offences there. We get the Migration Act, we address. So many laws, the policies are good. Yeah, there might be few gaps here and there, but for policy, we go on that. Unfortunately, like you put 150 laws. If we don't enforce them well, unfortunately, will come out right. Why they not down there from 20-something, early 20s to now, but still we get increase of the case here? Why sexual exploitation don't work, say it don't work, it don't become moral decadence? That's because we leaders there. Yes, that's what I say. And I get example for give. But if you get you devil, if no get respect, no will get respect. Now, like we come back to the different case then it's something in case alleged sexual offense. Kwame in case alleged sexual offense. If you the government, then they put your own personnel, your own appointees, them, your own people, then they call them to question. Then you don't do anything worthwhile for me. The public don't say another joke with them case here. Then it's for nothing. Why are the laws there? If the law is there for opposition members or critiquing voices, the owner protect them like if follow a woman and do anything to a woman, then what are you saying to the people in general? So I take this blame here. Firstly, so the government, the accountable people who protect the woman, them, protect the man, them, protect the bobo and girl picking them. If the laws cannot be enforced and only be enforceable for few people, then run away, protected, when they pass off core are protected, then I'm disappointed. These are the reasons why we get moral decadence and country. Got a man where 13 woman them make a report against. Then you still comfortable go review and promotion like that without addressing the issue first. And it's not even done within a month. You rush to get promotion. Then I question your dedication and your loyalty to protecting women and children in that country. So these are the issues. We go now to compromise of cases then, by the community members then. Then I don't even make a council, even we religious leaders then. Una get role for play, for address moral decadence and sexual exploitation. But if una says they don't begin commit the offense then, what do you have to say to us? Can't even listen to you. If you as a spiritual leader before guide and protect and get abused, then you are sick and you're not fit to become. I'm not judging you, I'm not God, but for morally, you're sick. So now we come to the parents then, the home. I could remember what they got up. I remember one thing I Congo one we neighbor mama in Paddy. Mama travel now, we know left na house. I was still a virgin. I'm not ever to begin man business. But this woman singing, but they talk. Me, I was versatile. I talk to man, boy, get boy, and Paddy and all. You see, they talk to Bobo them. Can let me comment from say, and they will not be there. Now, so boy, there around and beat me good one. But what it show? It means say, it takes the whole community to bring for child. It takes the whole community for protect we beginning with woman them. It takes the whole community because we have lost that morale. We have lost that value of caring for each other. Now, only politics. Hey, you they green. You get no get business. Where green they suffer red laugh. Where red they suffer green laugh. It's sick. It's moral decadence. It's rottenness in our society. So what am I saying? Because I don't even know me time. I must leave because I'm so passionate. I'm so angry. Okay, then let me just give the way forward. Yes, the way forward. Yeah. So what would be the way forward? We get several things that we don't plan for say, but not do quickly. So key points about we say is necessary for me to take attention for. We need to get community dialogue. Every community. We need to begin discussing issues here. We are all inside the barrier. We are all meeting with the local leaders, with the youth, them, with the women them. We are planning out for watch out for women and picking them for young bobo them. We need for do that. Let the schools them. We need for launch age-appropriate sessions on consent. We don't understand, say, once we below the age of 18, not they give consent. Like he say agree, you fall an offense. Because it not get right for give consent. Not to own himself at that moment. We don't understand about boundaries. We not say we not begin touch you for be wrong. In marky ways, wrong. We don't understand the expectation they take place. We need to get school safety committees and teacher code of conduct. We need to get guards, clubs, and safe spaces. We need to get some kind of program like Atunda Ayanda, Dan, One Pot, when they do drama on them kind here as a campaign. So make understand, say, things here wrong, and they know to bet you if they found you wanting. We need to get local watch groups. When you got people, they go enter a room where you know, say, now one great man, they talk. I say, hey, come on there. You, Abibatu, come on, don't enter that man in the room. Or you, Mr. Aliu, they go feel like say something, see something, and say something. We need to do capacity building for the police and the social workers. Why are the social workers? So every FS you get, social worker with the help for the victims and survivors then go now the rainbow centers them. We need for really train them for them do their job well. We need for reorientate the national referral protocol. We need to improve on investigations by getting forensic equipment so that when they say that this person do this offense, no doubt not good day. We need to get sexual offenses model court, specialized court for people fast track cases there. Then don't forget this, we need to combat drug abuse. Because then can't see away, you know, they don't take drugs, you don't take push. You don't use it, you don't let you say. You don't even know. So we need to address that. We need for reinforce the hotline and reporting mechanism, strengthen legal frameworks, and we need to get monitoring and evaluation systems. We've been I don't know if it still exists, the NAC-GBV, National Committee for GBV. When it will be there as head of FSU, any important case worker, they ask me every month, is this month or week, I not even recall again, they come and say, so me, what's up with this case here? What you don't do? How we they? Not people they ask question, put FSU on their toes. Reach out to the Director of Public Prosecution, the Office of Director of Public Prosecution, for how case they go. We all get interest. Then, of course, we need to give support to survivors. It's in Boku, but now I go stop for today. And if I get question later, I'll be available to answer your questions. Thank you so much. Make we all put hands together for address this moral decay, this rottenness in our society. I tell you, thank you.
Thank you, Mira. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm really happy, and I think to say one of the things we really affect you now the reality of waiting we brother be don't talk, and when people are emotional, when people give them heart and their mind to waiting and they do, you know, it really detail. So that is what affects waiting you say. But it's good that people see these emotions, and they know that there are people in Sierra Leone who are concerned, and we get interest, and also want to make sure say some of them think there. So we put efforts Panam for ensure say they stop. And I want to make people know say, please, Mira na be a member of the Guardian of Free Speech, this organization where they host this thing. From the time we don't declare himself in politics, he don't drop from Guardian of Free Speech, but he did at the strong campaign. He did at the Safe Choices campaign. She's still in the campaign, because the campaign, it doesn't matter outside you did. The campaign, it don't matter outside you did. In the politics, you're not the politics, you're part of the campaign. You understand me? But for then at the Guardian of Free Speech itself, you know, you therefore be somebody way for be apolitical. That means to say you not for don't take camp, you for don't stay one side, because we want for ensure say we organization actually deal with salon issues outside of political ambitions and political thought. Thank you very much, Mira. We're not going to forget you this one. Just a quick one, Fanta.
Yeah. Sorry, I like for me to Mike.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what Mira they say, so I resonate with what Mira they say, because the anger And I like when somebody they talk about issues like this, and not they like a sugar coat and this, it a vex bang. And I like how it talk say at a vex. Cause me na person way, I don't care if somebody tell me say I can put on a table say when it comes to anything we get for do with sexual assault, exploitation, and everything, at a vex. I'm emotional. I know they take and with play because me na person where then penetrate at the first penetration happen before I even 10 years. And all that they happen before even at 15 years, all the assaults that where I go through. And trust me, these are people that me mama trust. And because I know again, there is something that I talk to we the woman them again. And because myself na mama, I get speaking. And plenty women out there. I encourage we say, let we create an environment wherein we picking them, we're always able to talk to we, especially we girl picking them. If somebody we are take care of me niece where it all 6 months, now it don't all 10 years. Yeah. And I teach and say, anytime when man tell you say you know me small wave, no agree. Vex and can't tell me the person will tell you say in a small wave. And we don't see that the area out there, nobody not get my for tell Aziza say, you know me small wave. Then I one. Two, tell and say, them parts that are where man they touch you is very, very inappropriate and enough for happen. Yeah. So anytime where any man make an attempt for touch you inside and they come to me and can't tell me. This is a create room of wherein anybody will make them kind inappropriate touching or one for play with speaking one kind way, it go can open up to your mama and tell your mama say, hey, uncle do this so, brother do this so, papa do this thing so. Because me, we mama then not get that kind of I will not been get that kind of relationship with mama then. So me, even when it happened, me mama not there around, and in the time when my mama there around, I not get the confidence for even can't talk to me mama. So me period, where I see me period, I not even get the confidence for can't tell me mama, I'm a big sister I talk to because we get this gap there between mama and picking them where they're not able for girl picking and not able to talk to the mama because they're afraid. No man and let we try for describe things them as them be. Not say no let on with man oh. Because if you say let no let on with man, the man go say okay, let we not let on but to you. It go but to it might sound funny, but let me call things them by their name. Say, let that man not but you let all this. Let him to not go inside bombo safe. Let talk let him not go. Let we be explicit with we picking. Let we not make like say where we this sex business, sex ed or within a call taboo, not a taboo. Let we talk to we girl picking and boy picking and call things them by their names. Me as soon I know me are very, very blunt. So maybe not because of my experience where I get as speaking. And now I don't big so me Eddie crazy, me Eddie likes. Let we call things them by their name and make sure say we get this relationship with because again, Lamin mentioned, you just give me 1 minute. Lamin mentioned something where they say about boy picking them. I don't see case of where in school teacher, Ibutu di bobo, if I like ways. You understand? And the Baba not get mind for can't talk, but waiting happen now because the pagan they say they work out one kind of funny way. So when they can't go now hospital now, the teacher don't pull him backside. So let we make sure say we get this relationship where we talk to we picking them in general and make sure say we protect them. So in a inappropriate sexual touching with them, we able for talk to we so we go able for deal with them.
All right, okay, Fanta. Because when Mira they talk, Mira make some. It draw, on all of the situations that we don't see happen at Sierra Leone, and many of the situations that we don't happen at Sierra Leone. In as much as Mira build more on waiting and Bob Lamin can talk, and that's make them powerful. But I also just want to cite quickly that all of these situations with people we don't see and they happen in our country. The very first thing now that we don't see situation, first of all, pornography. Where people they fly pornography around is something we do every side, and there is also this situation wherein we see on TikTok, mostly on TikTok, not on Facebook more, but mostly on TikTok, we see people they comment now, people they comment and do the course. 1 minute the course, then they get them woman palaver to themselves, boyfriend, girlfriend. But then they cause bad cost. And when they see TikTok shows them. Now, there is something about that. Man, not tell nobody say, no, make you show. You get rights to your expression. That's your own business. But if you're making your show, you forget models in which you will say, okay, this show, you make sure, say, if you join the show, you have to be above this age and make sure, say, you pick in not they at this age. You know, please, all that way and call me the person mute. We're going to call people quickly for come the their own contribution, but I just give you 1 minute quick. So you go do that one day. The other thing what we see what happened most recently. Just yesterday, we don't get William Belshazzar and Sierra Leone. Man will go get sex with over 300 women then and video them at their phone. Well, if you take consent for video them, this one thing. But if you not take consent, that is a problem. That is another thing. It's a problem. You not take picking a consent. But why should you be having sex with women and then you storm till you don't store over 300? That then in a corner. We see on the video, girl picking way, go find a boyfriend. The team with the boyfriend, talk. These are things. Funnily, I don't know if phone, the media, the video gets impact on some of them things there. You understand me? The enticement, the thought of I want to make my own film. I want to make my own film. I want to do this kind of thing. We don't know. In me asking the question, where have we fallen? From where have we fallen? The topic and the issues that we don't come up, it don't boku. We see what happen. The issue of Basha, where them picking their so that's fall in consent. Now they say picking 17 years yet or 18 years yet. Sorry, that's fall in consent. It's a crime to get sex. But the other question I go ask my Basha in case again, the fact that they who's on them come out, who side them come out for make una go. You don't go there to a man, and then you get the guts in the house of the man. Say if you take a phone, una the video yourself team up and tap, they make you wait some kind of thing in the. What is the influence? What is the influence? Where have we fallen? What is giving rise to all of this desperate carnality, desperate disrespect for self, disrespect for family? You just don't care about waiting to happen. Neither for yourself, not for your mama, not for your papa. Me, I can always tell people, if I blame the dog, I'm going to blame the bone.
I thought I want to interrupt you this small. I'm so sorry because I just want to do a quick interruption. I just feel these should not be the questions we're asking at this moment.
I'm coming.
Because one thing I want to make we understand that regardless of the actions of these kids, they are still kids. And our role is to ensure we protect them. It's not about who side the people then they, who side the combra then they, and why then go do the twerking.
I'm coming.
I just want to interject that a little. Please go ahead.
But yes, Amira. But I want to know this. I want to say this. We're looking at moral decadence. If we're addressing moral decadence, we have to address situation in the home. Because no matter what, if we know that there are people who are prowlers out there, there are picking away the common at decent homes, they still fall victim. I know about that. But there are people. But when you get prowlers. One of the first steps we take for help we in life. Now for me to get the right discipline. The right discipline, instill the right discipline in us, it creates a barrier we make some of we not fall victims to certain things at certain times. So these are the things I want to point out. I am strongly in for protecting these girls. Of course, girl picking go twerk into work. Me then also one day they send a piece of me picking. Will they come? Please. I can't on all digits now. Please, I can't go on a chance for talk. One day they send me video of me girl picking. It dance. I don't want to see me girl picking dance so before me face. I don't want to see dance so. But she can be influenced by the school, by accompanying them. I get for protect her. But at the same time, I put her down. Where I say, hey, Jaya is a bit dance so, but they are big. Not they go dance on a treat. You hear what I say? He say yes. I say no, they dance on a treat. So if you didn't host and play music here, you accompany me fine. But I don't want to see you dance on a treat because I don't want for stopping dancing. You know, so thank you, Amira, for that interjection. And I think to say it's valid. I respect that. But I just want to make we continue the discussion. Imran, before I come to you quickly, let's go to Sawaid, and then somebody else may put up in hand. Then I will come to you before I go to the other person. Sawaid.
I think first of all, they in support for make we open the conversation. Amira get a lot to say. Of course, Imam T experience. I want for Ayi Fatima Babi and Adnan. All welcome and thank you for joining we. But I just want to touch on 2 points, and then because we want to let people and be a part of this conversation.
Yes.
Mira talk about laws. And he also touch about an example from authorities. I think that area they may go play. You see, as leaders, we're we are tasked with the responsibility for sure example, hence the term lead by example. You know, if most of the cases, I will still cite the Dennis Sandy and alleged issue, and also the Kwame, because we see Kwame at one time when an investigation is ongoing, he went to London and then he come back, then get promotion. So for me, this is a government that has been rewarding evil deeds, that has been rewarding mediocrity, jokes, and punishing excellence. And that is not an example you want to set as leaders. We are supposed to be the custodian of the laws. Yes, we have the policies, we have the laws. But if the one that we for implement those laws, then they get away with the same nonsense, then what is society taking away from that? We take and say, okay, it is a norm. And let me tell you one thing: these chillings then where they happen, there's this chillings then where they happen. If we know what's in they happen, and then chilling and they. I don't know about consent or not consent, or the age of picking away they go there or not. But then chillings, then I'm telling you, most of these people in authority, ministers, I will say, people and within a major place of authority, then they facilitate some of them things their way. The things the way they happen, get to drugs, women, you know what I mean? And women, they way outnumber the amount of man the way they did, and then some of them basic children, where they go on almost every weekend now we country. And I'm telling you, some of these people, now then they facilitate some of the things that anytime like say we they deliberately keep with people in poverty, so then go depend on we, so we go exploit, they go take advantage because they know say them people and because of poverty then go come back, mostly women, then go come back for can say, you know what thing, we add up law go so, and I under this man we call you can give you so and so and so. And these are the kind of things that we would say don't make we society don't morally decay. There's a lot of things going on, but we think say media emphasize on leadership, leading by example. There are a lot of cases then we don't solve. First lady come with the hands-off girls campaign. We look like a hands-on campaign now, because we've seen lots of cases then from even people in governance where nothing already happen. What example are we setting for society? It's like we are saying hands-on, it is okay. So I think if we have laws, we talk about law, we implement them. But first of all, the people who are supposed to implement them, let them lead by example. I think Sagorestia, let other people get a chance for talk.
All right, thank you so much. Last call on I see this man here on the David Fuller, you are on the up for quite a long time. After David Fuller, we will call on Imran. Imran, maybe I not see Imran again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there. All right. So David Fuller, let's get you comments quickly. Unmute your phone. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Good afternoon, everybody.
Yes. Go ahead.
Actually, I don't get everybody in points. One thing that we want to say, some of the things that we listen say, yes, then they really be part of this aging. This is really happening in the country. When we go call them as some of the problems or some of the things we go make people involved in it, based on which I don't observe for many times. You know, and one of the things we are going to say now lack of moral, just like pretty Antimira at the top, lack of moral. Because if you are somebody with respect for yourself and you respect other people, then I don't think say you will go put rape business. You know, this now one of the things. We don't observe so many things. We observe so many things.
Somebody, can we all just please mute? Can we all just please mute? Yes, sir. Just like to translate that up a little bit. Yes, sir.
Yes. Then one of the thing again, it's power and control. People they too make use of them power. We don't just see in the country how the thing they go. Somebody will tell you say, I will do you this, go to police, in the case not go past, they will go back. It has happened so many times. Somebody will threaten you, say, this certain thing I will do you now, but same way they go on rape. Somebody because of a day in high position, or you get somebody really in high position, it will make use of that advantage there for put or for rape somebody. We know say if they're going to police, you will see them turn the case, turn and go so, then later the case die. Just like which we talk just now about that Lebanese and then teaching them. After they follow up the case on social media, 1 week, 2 week, and not see nothing again. They say they release the man. Come on.
Let me not make that case the we not make that case the we main topic. In as much as yes, we get guys for like a discuss too much things, because I actually want to make we look at it broadly.
Sure.
Yeah. Yes.
Make
one more point. You just get like a 1 more minute.
Okay. And one of the other things again, environmental influence. One thing I mean by environmental influence, we get a certain community in our country. You know, say this fire, but they happy they too much. You know, man, they even people at the even boast and the community because they this go happen, then they take the votes, other stuff. Some of these communities they see high to the common inside there because there is no school in that community, there is nothing in that community. So many bad things there they happen there. So these are some of the things when you don't see yes, where they affect or they lead people and for it. These are some of the problems we meet. Thanks.
All right, David Fuller, thank you so much. Before I come to your Ambassador Solomon, there are just 1 minute, Joseph, just 1 minute. Imran.
Okay.
Imran, please unmute.
Fambul Emina Kabo, plenty kushe. I'm really delighted for Dena Una Miss talking about this issue here. When an issue where I agree, all within everybody talk. With respect, I want to say to in all, I agree a lot of symptoms. I don't agree with the talk about the causes. Okay. These issues then what we talk about, they are deeper than within quite a lot of people can see. This is not a gender issue. This is not a community issue. This is not Eurocentric issue. This is Afrocentric. We get for examine with cultures, with traditions. We get for look at something where in another look at all now. Sierra Leone, a very traumatized society. After the war, they give money for letting rehabilitate people. They don't rehabilitate them. They increase money and then they amongst we. They've never been rehabilitated. Then Pantapde, the worst trauma in any society in poverty. There is a report where they are doing Britain in 1942, which changed the whole of Europe and America. Then call on the beverage report. Within beverage, pick out now the 5 evils. And we get that 5 evils in Sierra Leone. Within are the 5 evils? Want, disease, ignorance, squalor, and idleness. Motalman, no matter how we pull, you get desire. No matter how you reach, you get desire. And that desire, where they pay you, whether you poor or not, you want for better yourself, you want for improve yourself. And we get a society where traumatize the way it traumatized. People are desperate. People want things, all man want to be American. All man want for do something where they beyond them. So I wonder we be very careful. Because at the area people and they talk about raping a child, you don't rape a child, you abuse a child. Rape is about consent. For talk about subject of short magnitude, you forget understanding about the subject. You can never rape a child. Because rape is about consent. If woman lead on a bed, I like him naked, he open a foot 360 degrees. If you want for penetration, he say no. If it not affect yourself, you penetrate and a rape because it not consent you for go inside them. But because of poverty, we get an NGO there. NGOs are supposed to be blessing. They too, then they use them as soft policy. The big brother them, that is the white man, and when they come. You see, when I be there university, we'll be doing a course where they tell me about surveys. The survey is as good as the person who sponsor the survey. The NGOs, Diana, with man, and most times they waiting them. And their interest not for stop rape, now for bring them culture come now with society without, them making any effort. So we have to be very careful because quite a lot of people, they come out and they make claims to them. I agree, my brother, and I rainbow. you see, with society not crazy, where even in Timni, they get what they call some sacrilege. If sacrilege did, that means to say some things that they will not for do. But when you get a society, we get trauma from the war, we get trauma of poverty, then now it don't mix with drugs. Do you realize where people and they take drugs they cause mental problems?
Definitely.
All that one day they affect, because most men and when they smoke jamba and take drugs, then libido they high, they want woman.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
These are all the things, not to for just talk about the waiting are the symptoms, and then one day where then are we country. So now look at the amount of drugs within that society day. Where drugs in a society then get ammunition business. Drugs and ammunition, they go together. The selling of arms. Then prostitution, they increase suicide drugs day because the woman and where they take them, then they get withdrawal symptoms. When you get the withdrawal symptoms, any man can sleep with them for even 5 cents. Because it just want to satisfy that desire. So this thing what they talk about, so it is a lot deeper. This is my area of study. I do healthcare management. You know, so it is very easy not to think this way they deal with emotions. Yes, mortal man, everything about us is emotional. We talking, where you angry, na emotions. Where you laugh, na emotions. Where you vex, na emotions. But we get for use with emotional intelligence. Some of their NGOs they're not working with interest. Because most of the definitions when they use now with man definition, and those definitions don't work in our society. We get our society, we get serious deprivation. And they tell you, Mr. Arthur, I can't Sierra Leone, I paid keke for one pikin, a candle, because nobody get money. I pay for them, so I pay for everybody in the keke. The next thing I know, because man say somebody can fail me. Small pikin, who are able born.
All right.
Because I pay for them.
No give other people a chance.
You know, because I pay for them. You know, it don't misconstrued me kindness to them. It come inside. But it's somebody make them say inside room, he don't go inside room. Ask him what's in he want for drink. I go find drink for her. But it's somebody can don't pull it close, he don't lead on. This is how desperate these girls are. And when they come out back, then go to their NGO, then you go lie and man them back as well. Because let us don't forget that. Because now England, what we did so, because people that want asylum, then they lie say they're not gay. And lying are part of the trauma, what would people and they go through. Solomon, they lie without.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
The guy cite some issues then of the man. I think he will cite that, but that's a good point.
Yes, you point some you come up with. First of all, Imran, at some point we'll therefore talk about that particular report. Let's see how we serve able for access and I want to acknowledge that you come with very, very strong points then where we really get for look at where there are medical aspect of it, there are cultural aspect of it, you know. Therefore sit down and look at and scatter them properly. I go on for also make we had open the line, but before we had opened the line, I go one for call Solomon Kuruma, Joseph Solomon Kuruma, and Kenneth Jessica. So after Solomon Kuruma, you will come up, and after Ken, we go to Wiyad, for let Wiyad open the line and make we get some calls. Yes, Joseph. Now you are the first person who ever issue. I'm sorry, I apologize. Thank you so much. Yeah, you got your opportunity now.
Yes, thank you so much. And first of all, I want to thank you for this beautiful idea. So we all put together. I just Solomon Kuma, me a volunteer for Rainbow Initiative, and I will work directly with people in the community.
Go closer to the phone. We get sound problem.
Rainbow choose with so like we will be the idea of the communities because the communities are there and they happen. And maybe districts where they put on districts. Now one of the districts will be on in the highest gates of all the sexual things that will be happening to picking them now saloon. So with the help of Rainbow, thank God, we serve from where will be there 76%. Now put on district is 46% in all cases where they happen to picking them. And thank God to Rainbow for where they help for support them picking where they violate and the various communities them. And again, and for like we all know this salon, the kind way how things dey happen now, one will blame the parents them. Parents and don't see say now like some parents them as they picking 12, 13, they feel say that picking them will feel the host now, which is very bad. You know, you go expect say picking the way parents they send to his sister for come school. The only time where that parent they can't check on that picking. Now the day where they give results. How can you, as a parent, as a responsible parent, you pick it on can to his sister more than a year, a whole year done. You don't ever check on that picking at school. You never check on that picking at house. The only time we will come for can check on that picking now during the day where they give reports card, which is very bad. So parent and the lack of like one monitoring and Miss Mia be the talk around community parenting. Where community parenting now one of the things will be the help we greatly. From then, right now you see person in picking they go other side. You talk to one, and you don't go see as a bad person. Say the person no one see me picking better one, which is very bad. So like I think say with all these fine ideas that we'll get together, if we able put sales together for let we get a seminar where we will invite people and we think say they need for the part of that meeting, part of that seminar. We invite stakeholders and we think say when they come, they will put sales together. We can make a law. It just like let me just say a day conference like or a 2 days conference like we're able for bring out people we got adolescent young people where they happen to let they can say what see the things say they understand what the thing. So I think that that's alone will go a long way because this NGO, yes, they try. But sometimes the same NGO they will send a community for go work with people and the same people they exploit them pick their also in a community. Because where NGO people they go, some people where they don't go in a community. I just say this and NGO they go. Any woman always say in one other community, they jam. They don't want to know a big, a small, they don't want to know, and they help for protect the people where they do the incident to pick there. So again, I see instead for like Rainbow one they able for do the work. Rainbow don't do it very well in salon. They recognize internationally. They have been doing very well. So what we self government for do, other NGOs for do. When I help for partner with Rainbow for let us say we combat what's in they happen to we picking there. Ms. Dumbuya, I really appreciate you, and Antifans, I really appreciate you. You guys are doing very well. You guys are doing very well. Hope say we all go get a seminar or go see in person. We discuss on each other and we see say how we want for let Salon will be a better place for picking them tomorrow. And thank you.
All right. Ken, just stand by. Kenneth Jessicoka will come on, and after Kenneth Jessicoka, before we open the line, I will call Amira. Because Amira, saw you. If I forget you, I'm very, very sorry. But I don't actually forget you. And before Ken they talk, yeah, Amira make one interesting post na the Kenneth Jessicoka, you don't unmute your mic. Amira make one interesting post na the message. He say, we thrive in putting policies in black and white, but implementation seems unreal and non-existent. Very, very important. Very, very important. And that's I will tell anybody that not the one thing in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, we always pride ourselves in putting policies. Oh, they take this law to parliament. Oh, we're doing this and we're doing that. But when it comes to implementation of those laws, of those policies, Jesus. Now that story. Kenneth Jessicoka. Unmute your mic. As Abisi, you are up.
Yes, sir. Yes. I don't unmute her.
Yes,
good afternoon to everybody that is forum. I don't listen to everybody don't talk. First of all, I just want to say thanks to Ato Pratt, Mrs. Dumbuya, and also my own person. To be frank, when it comes in terms of sexual violence, I think we got to start with the integrity check. You see, because throughout past governments, back and forth, we don't the issues of that, to multiple government functionaries them. But we don't see any drastic action they be taking place against them people in day. In fact, we see some of them where the police, they even go for protect them, but they go only the poor man will not get anybody for speak on his behalf or you not get influence. To me, that is bias and it's bad. One of the recommendations we are going to make concerning this, it's like we for also create a forum and awareness where we will checkmate with political leaders then for me then come up with a very strong policy against sexual violence cut across, whether you're a man, you're a woman, so that strong policy go there against that. And may then come up with a strong enforcement concerning that so that we society go get sanity. My sister fantasy, but they make a point say if woman go find a man, get anything happen there, they go begin blame the woman, say why you go there. Let me tell you this. I speak from the point from a Bible. Because Atoprat no say being a Bible scholar, likewise himself. You see, people get for the land that way they call abstinence. You get for abstain. Certain things that they get for abstain. Certain areas they want to say this area, if I go there, probably they might round up me, then pull me phone or then pull me bag. What I go do? I go stop not for going to that area there at so time. I go abstain and keep myself far away from them. You understand? So I think says some of those education that they need for we picking them, make them would tell them that. You see, because getting too much friendship, getting close with opposite sex, then they also spark up some things. So it's good for make we get a early childhood education from the home, where mama go teach in picking and the blunt things them, just like when my sister fantasy be the talk. You see, but above all, it's good for make we get a very strong gender policy act, where we for even tax any political people that we want for TINAP. Say, what are you gender laws? How is it? Explain until we make we know. Because if strong laws they honestly, people then will afraid for do that. So now me only two contribution that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ken. Thank you so much for your contribution. We know say one of the things that we don't talk about are that there are so much laws, but there are very, very little implementation. The laws are not being implemented. Government is not looking at this issue from different points of view for look at issues. We get cultural issues them around these entire issues. There's the cultural aspect, there's the economic aspect, there's the mental aspect, there is also the growth aspect, the growth aspect. Where Amira talk about say, we not punish the picking them. There is something we kind of in mind I really understand. Yeah. When you did that puberty period, now that's what they call it, that adolescence period. Now that's when they all you hormones and they begin work. You understand me? That's when they become hypersexual. You become a little bit hypersexual. Certain things that they happen to you. But that for me, that is when I think to say also we need parental guidance. But before we can not just talk to Amira quickly. Amira, are you there?
Yes, I there. So, this conversation quite an interesting and sensitive conversation, and I really glad the way Una puts this conversation ongoing and we did discuss But one thing where I just want for clearly put out there, and I follow we understand, say there is no justification. There is literally no justification. Fanta talk about say Alexef agona me boyfriend was Alexef na me don't choose for fala me boyfriend 364 days. If that one day 365 days, I say no. No means no. Let we not try again. I respect everybody's opinion, but again, I respectfully disagree with a lot of things the way we don't talk about Naya. Everybody in worldview important, but let we not try for use spirituality for combat the perpetrators them and constantly they shield the perpetrators them. We want for ask ourselves the question: we really want for end gender-based violence in salon, or we want for continue for protect patriarchy and patriarchal society inside salon? There is no justification. Let we understand this. I like the fact that Imran came with a whole different perspective. It try for identify the root cause. But whilst we try for identify the root cause, and after you also make mention of how we be there back then, we can never go back then. We can never go where we they evolve. As somebody where they work in the classroom in America, somebody where they teach teenagers in America, we need for ask ourselves, how can we meet this generation? How we want for meet this generation. Education important, constant education important, but accountability inside America, yeah, pikin go come is slap you. You no get right for nakam because you're the adult. I don't in a classroom, pikin don't grab my shirt. All I did was raise my hands. I dey teach 13 and 14-year-old. If I dare Esa nakam, I am the adult. Now me for able for no waiting right and waiting wrong. I for no when for walk away. Why we not go take them thing and bring and come now we own place? It starts from the home. When some of we they talk about them thing there, we don't bring anger to the table. I know they bring vexation to the table. We're bringing the facts. Some of us, people like Fanta, like me, we're able to tell our stories. But mind you, say we story and are just a drop in an ocean. There are thousands and millions of women there. Because of some of these words, the way they use, some of these languages, the way they use, these women are scared to tell their stories because they don't want to be judged. They don't want to be questioned. Question like why you go na the host. Now there is in there make the rape constantly they happen. Question like where be happen, why you no want for talk, and questions like why the mama be left in Pekin. And I like when I use self author be careful, come back and think about the age of teen and how the hormones and they play around. Me and you don't pass 10 stage then day. We not validate or give anybody that reason for touch you Pekin. Or for touch you. When I speak on issues like this, I bring sensitivity, I bring compassion, and I bring intellectual knowledge. Because I don't work in this space for over a decade. I don't speak on my behalf. I just speak because I don't hear other women than story then we was past me on, we was past Fanta on. What do we want for do for bring change? We want for continue for point finger at women them? Or we want for begin for all people accountable. We're supposed to be held accountable. You know, nobody not get a right for point at that 16-year-old picky we're gonna bash our house. How we reach there? If Basha not be don't invite him for go there. Think about vulnerability. How Basha gets that audacity and urge for even undressing safe, get erection, penetrate into them picking in there. Those babies are innocent. As a survivor, as somebody we don't work with thousands of other survivors like myself, as somebody we don't work with picking where acid and rape within 2 months he die, we know what we they talk about. Fanta not the amplifying voice for Fanta and sake. Amira not the amplifying voice for Amira and sake. Because you know why? We are empowered. We can stand anywhere without being intimidated. But we speak on these issues because we know that there are millions of women dying in silence. That questions that people bring to the table trigger survivors. Our languages are very important. The things we say on public forum, even in our little corners, are very important. They hurt and shatter every survivor. Let's think about those things. I just want to pose them questions there, so to everybody where they listen. It's just a time for reflect. We want for reflect. Forget about Amira and story. Forget about me. I always tell people I'm empowered. I keep talking about my story, whether they want to like it or not, whether they want to listen. Forget about my story. I am empowered. I have the platform to tell my story. But what about that woman at that village? We constantly, they go through abuse. Say he die. What about that 9-year-old pikiwa I work with na Pujeon? Where somebody wey na be teloman, now in people in veranda, na they be the so he rape that pikin. And he died. We not hear hidden story, then those are untold stories that are hurting.
This one, the AB. As we listen to people, them now so the AB.
Those are untold stories that are shattering.
Fanta will come just a minute.
No, I just want
1 minute.
I just want 1 minute some more.
Go ahead, Fanta. I mean,
in all this thing, waiting people know they pay attention to. And also people and really, especially salon people, not really understand grooming. What grooming is for groom picking. You know what they say? Then people are when they then Taliban, that the people don't still understand as to why then they get my put bomb and they explode themselves.
Because
Then
they
let's say,
from a child.
thank you. It's grooming, and because and whatever they talk say picking the impressionable. Now, because you're able for more picking to anything where you want.
Exactly, and manipulate the thought.
And manipulate in head. They begin think like say you get some picking the way they talk. They say this. They talk like big woman. It's the environment. It's the society.
And that is why we have
like when they say, there is no way, and I will stand by this. There is no way you can justify the action of a child. The brain not a function that way.
Just a quick one, and Amira, just a quick one, yeah. Before we go I want to read 3 quotes where Bob Lamin just send na the text message. I know connect Bob read them carefully. He said every woman deserves safety, dignity, and respect. Every girl deserves to dream without fear. Victim blaming is more dangerous than the act itself. Second one, if we are justifying rape by the girls going after the men, how can we justify a baby being abused in a pampas? There is no justification for this violence. No tradition, not anger, not culture. Nothing excuses it. There is no justification for abusing women and girls.
Exactly. I worked with Rainbow. We discussed those issues. I've been in this field for quite some time. It's so heart-wrenching.
This one now we don't vex, right? Me first penetration, right? Me first penetration. I don't get Bobby.
I mean, it's not about anger.
I don't get
we want to forget other platforms.
It's not about anger. I mean, I always tell people this. I don't bring anger into this discussion. I don't.
Do I talk safe? We know it's not about anger. It's about.
I don't bring anger. You know why?
Because understand the issues.
You know what? Exactly. Because I'm empowered. I come from a space of being an expert in this, and also somebody where they constantly acquire knowledge in mental health.
But again, and I don't cost you water. And the reason why to make most time when they say, are you angry? Because then they take and say, for the fact that you come forward and start for talk, that is how they silence people.
Because you're breaking the norm. You're breaking the norm.
Yeah, so they say you decide for talk because you're angry.
Where you show passion in what you do, they say na anger. But you are just demonstrating your passion. And
I like what Imran be talk where he say everything tied to emotions. Yes. Some of us come into this conversations with expertise.
Thank you, Amira.
No, I agree with all of you. Thank you, everybody.
We're going to hold it very important.
For me,
before we go over to Weird, just a moment, please, everybody.
And before you say anything, I want to say congratulations to Mira.
Time again. Before we go back to Weird, please, I want for, because we time down now, to only get like a 15 more minutes, 14 more minutes. I want for say, so we need for discuss this thing, and we need for do a part 2 of this, because there are a lot of issues we need for delve in, and we get people to understand key issues around this particular issue with contributions we don't get from Imran and from Amira. I just want for suggestion we think about them. So with that, please, I want to beg everybody. I want to go back to Weird and let give people in a Weird a chance for making a call quickly and make their own contribution, because we only get something like a 15 more minutes or 14 more minutes to go. Bible, yeah? Bible, I want to hand over to you, and if make the line come on so that people them go make their own statement. Thank you, Pierre.
And I don't know if would they because I see Marshall and Bob Lamin there and they up. I don't know what's in
well, if they're not yes, make her go back to Marshall. After Marshall, then we'll get Bob Lamin, so that Bob Lamin just prepare yourself. Come again.
You go please send me your number. We need to talk.
All right, sir. Okay, sir.
And thank you for the I see the time for congratulate Imran.
Yeah, I'm so proud of her. Keep doing what you're doing. Not allow anybody for contamination. As a woman and with a very strong voice, with conviction, and anything was you at your conviction. Keep doing it.
All right, Marshall, can you unmute quickly?
Yes. Good afternoon. Apologies I joined late.
Yeah.
Maybe the things that I will speak to will be repetitive, but I want to apologize in advance. I want to pick up to my brother Arthur, where you talk about politicians them and a role in all of this, and what thing will be then contribution to ensuring that we get them right for everybody. Okay. Sadly, not to just woman them, they fall victim of them things they are so. But I think say by virtue of societal norms, man then can always afraid for come up and speak up on the issues there. But also, in order for me to drive this, we got to look at the Salone criminal justice system or justice system in Salone, and the people in way they in that profession day. In Salone, I don't know say many of them go agree say we get a dual criminal justice system in Salone. For example, if you do something at Freetown, we, for example, thief somebody in Mango, for example, as opposed to when you do something we even higher than that na my village, so come out na Bamboo Koro, the crime, the laws, them, the way they interpret them will be different. Many of the things that we talk about, so now I don't know what is in a Freetown. There are many serious crimes that happen at the villages them to women them, and also to small young man them as well, where it will just be a slap on the wrist. In order for me to be able to change perception of the country and do things as people, we got to go back to the roots. We talk about the parents them. Well, if the parents where they suffer from trauma themselves, how you expect them to be able to train any picking? Okay, me not a criminal justice professional at the UK na so. A very clear. So when you commit certain crime, the punishment it ain't black and white where you able get, and you get the people in place for ensure say then deliver that punishment day. We get to look at with people where they work even within these NGOs there. Most times, now then are the key perpetrators them of this, or the one with the support then things that are so for happen.
True.
So make we look at we government officials then to begin with, and then commitment to this conversation. But most importantly, who are the people that will get for support this work? We don't have the people. Who are the policemen that will get for support this work? We don't have them. What sort of training should we be looking at to for make we introduce the salon? We don't have all of these things. So for me, I want to sympathize to Amira and also my niece who invites me for join this. It's painful for Yeri, some of the stories and things that we don't go through. Being my own small background, you just got to be angry. I think say the anger part is natural.
Definitely.
But make we also know for say lastly, make us say this, Mr. Moderator. We country been there at war for all of the 90s. As a country, we don't go through a lot of shock. We get the Truth and Reconciliation Committee, the same way, then say the war done. But the one thing we will never look at now the mental state of the Salon people. And I think say most of the things that we discuss today, we get a link to that. And the question is how we be able to come together, get a national conversation in addressing some of these key issues that affect us as people. How we go ensure say we get the paramount chiefs them, the local tribal heads them for understand what it means for the young child when they abuse them in village. And how we go make sure say then get support from national legal practitioners then for ensure say the right justice is given. Some questions I feel so go advance in the future. Thank you.
That's well noted. Next, Bob Lamin, are you there? You get something like
yes, so yes, I'll quickly be one talk up.
Yes, go ahead.
Less than that. We use less than that. I don't type and set na the chat box. So I don't want to talk around anger. For me, there is nothing wrong about being angry when you talk about these abuse that happen. Me, I get to the point at times in the office, if I ever come in contact with these men that do these things, maybe I'll just do waiting those countries where say let them castrate men that do, because how can you go so low? I mean, to raping somebody, to sexually abusing a child. And for me, like I said, those anger is a natural response. It's as a result of being disappointed in the people that continue for do their act here. Being angry comes from being disappointed. And because Fanta, Amira, and all of these other people, because of the passion where they get into making our communities and society free and giving their own experiences and background of this, they are supposed to be angry. They are supposed to be angry. Nobody should use that as a way of describing them like the one for be so emotional about the whole thing. For me, the more you are emotional about it, the more it sparks that advocacy in itself in you. So I don't want to talk around that. That media and fantasy, for me, you guys should be happy that you are angry when you are talking about it, because it shows that you are disappointed. It shows that people that you once trust in your life disappointed you. It shows that you want things to be changed. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's go quickly to we had sorry, Sengepia, sorry, we'll not get better time again. But if we can get like 3 calls, I think to say 3 calls for fun. We had fun.
Get me?
Yes. Live.
Okay, so now we see. Okay. All right, so you will watch right now. You get the rights now for call and add your voice inside the program. We'll go to the very first caller inside the program. Good day, family member. We did right inside the Pala. Waiting at your own contribution and who side you call from, please?
Yeah, me own contribution at this. There is nobody will tell me say just because you did to your mama or because of religion or because of tribe. Now that makes somebody, now that make the pikin go to his boyfriend or whatsoever, then go rape her. Nobody no get right for rape no woman. If woman say no, now no. The man for expect that, no matter what. That na me on take in this. And secondly, we get the first lady don't bring court say somebody no for rape somebody. Who side the court day now? Or even just open the court for in your best interest. Because if not to that, you don't open such a court, then can't hear the happiness Sierra Leone and I for take step. All man knows say you open that court for a good reason. Then see the happiness Sierra Leone, where they ready they say na culture, where they ready they say na this. And then they rape woman and they destroy people picking their life. Like that picky so you know the mental torture on their head. And anybody will tell you say that picky know what they do. They don't know. Woman when he reach 16, 15, he go just sometimes a man don't groom her. He just they go do what in a man do. Not for say you know what he they do. You know conscious of what he they do. Now when he grow up, he don't reach 30, 40, he begin aware now of what thing they been doing. And that time they trauma self they sit up and seriously. That's here na tiwa no go for tolerate, na tiwa go for tinapa. We make sure say stop.
All right.
We get picking them for free for go out there. They're for free go find their boyfriend. They're for free for tell their boyfriend say I know they do today. You left them.
Okay.
Not by force. Go find another woman. But 16-year-old a small picking for can damage. They get no way for go get education. If first of all, the thing where they have me for all this. Now the innocent way don't take away from this picking. You don't damage in life. You're not ready for this. You're not ready for them. You don't go put her into it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless you. We go on the line again and take another call quickly. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and where you call from? Yes, welcome. You live inside Fambul Pala.
Hello.
Okay.
No,
wait, Shaka Dumbuya na the Zoom. You get to wait first. We then at the phone line, please. Load the phone line quick. Yes, go ahead, Mulku Sulaiman.
Okay. There are a lot of things were involved where they cause all this sexual abuse and child abuse. But I just want to identify two things them. One, na poverty. Second, na the government. Let me start with the government. The government, they always appoint people who don't commit crime. If you look at Madam in government, now people who don't commit crime, now they appoint, now they put in positions them. They get an easy way make they do that. Look at this guy who abusing wife in picking them. This married at the government presently. What Madam do and nothing. If you look at the matter in government, most of the people already don't commit one atrocity or the other. So the government they do justice to people where they commit sexual abuse them because they are part of it. Secondly, is poverty. You can't imagine they see 10 years of age speaking, 12 years of age speaking, 15 years, even 5 years speaking, they total market. Then our streets they sell because of poverty. I remember those days we'll be in Sierra Leone with the student picking and they plenty. And as soon as they abuse them. And government they do anything because they are part of it.
Right.
As I said, there are a lot of things to talk about, but I just want to identify those two things.
Right.
Poverty and the government they do
Thank
anything. You understand?
Thank you
punish
very
those
much.
people where they commit their atrocities then.
Thank you. God bless you.
So I raise my case with them.
All right. We go on the line and take a few calls. Let's just see who that we get right now on the line. Welcome to the show, family member. You did live inside Fambul Pala.
Yes, plenty. Thank you very much.
Yes, so thank God.
I see this zeal I get for this country. We sister, but I want to tell you one thing. One thing when you want to say, all the discussion that we have try for bring council, they're very, very important. But how you go able to implement the ideas that we have the bring council with this current regime? This current regime, where see also, believe me, we lost the day. Even despite where they say themselves say that they fight where they say answer for our girls. They themselves now government officials and they violate them something and the way they go free, nothing know they happen. If we now they talk about all the things they also, how then they are able to implement where these current things that people that they in power. I want to tell you one thing back, and this not all the time to we the cities they will sit down at this country. It goes to the diaspora and back home Didi. There are certain people and the way that they see things, the way that they go wrong, then they start for support. Then people the way that they do the wrongs, for let the wrongs they continue. Maybe this country what they so even when they cried out their two political party, but even if we eradicate them with this kind of attitude, even we bring another party inside this country, as long as we not change we attitude, we still remain like how we do so. We still go remain at the same side, the same basket. Believe me, I see some people and they're like, when we get a police, like someone for let them try for bring count together, for let them pull in people here. He say the other side, if justice. If we not put that kind of people away they sit down at this regime here, so believe in me, my brother, we not fight, we not put our hands together for let them move this country because they not capture the police, they not capture the military, all the people are there at the side.
Thank you very much.
Civilian, they talk any good thing about this country here.
Thank you. God bless you.
The next day it go there in hand.
Thank you. God bless you, my brother.
Sacrifice. They kill me or any other thing.
Thank you very much. All right, let's just take 3 calls and then we go over again. Let me just see. Let's just confirm. Yes. Let's just take 3 calls quickly. We go on the line. Welcome to the show, family member. You there live inside Fambul Pala. We start with the discourse things. Then welcome. You name and say the call from.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning.
How you doing?
Sengbepe, Ato Pratt, and with others. And I thank you very much.
All right, so thank you.
We have
also.
beaucoup social issues. We have beaucoup social issues. We have beaucoup things. And the côté we have discussed today, we cut across 3 sets as for me. Now 3 components I go watch at time. 1, the parents they would then the born them picking there, then they will sister there, they're responsible. 2, the government responsible. 3, we demand the way then they allow them picking the for kind of main house. Now most of we demand and we the tamper with them picking there. Me, I don't see only 2,000. One lady go na one we neighbor house for one men. So the lady he left na the OC mature, we mature the mommy we men we meet that lady na palo na so the floppy hand at the lady in Bobby. That's how I'm in a small but I don't get sense. He said the baby they pull close na palo before he let man no rape him. He floppy hand at the baby in Bobby. He left for suppress the picky come on a street. So compare the way you born the picky man, not have born you not have a gibele, not have a born the picky. Parce que men and law will take care of his sister who picking there. Law left for sending them men host. Most of them victims then are men picking them, real men picking and they go through the sufferation there.
All right.
And we demand the man we not businessman though in terms of them and opportunities that would watch for most of the opportunity would watch for. As we get the small tax number the user.
All right,
So
thank you very much.
This sensitization, now for send to the comprade, let them not tap for men then picking the let them left for send them.
And I sure say we need for send them back to the man. Then we always look for opportunity.
Sorry, really.
We're not correct at all.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. But
all right, thank you very much.
Then land issue there and then injustice. Then as let them go to talk about anything they do.
Thank you. We'll look into that. Thank you. God bless you.
Land issue.
All right. We'll take 2 more calls. Then we go quickly. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and the call from you. They're live inside Fambul Pala.
Hello?
Yes, you're live on Fambul Pala.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning to everybody. Any law day for the one day where they pimp them pick here? Some of them pick here not bold enough for do waiting and they do.
You're right. It's not there for that as well.
For people them. The other thing we get for no. You know, I don't go to Sierra Leone few times where I go do business. When me and people and they talk, the next day waiting they happen. That man they give in gal picking phone for begin the text and talk to me that did not well, this not happen. Why make you for take your phone number they give to young gal picking for the talk to other people then? All landing a pimping, nothing and for the take into consideration and lost them for them kind of people and they. The other thing, the way we can look at things sometimes, the country is highly political. One video being surfaced where one picking they talk about speaker, this and that, same kind of thing. Where we look at waiting happening, like the various angles for which we pay attention to them video, then they will not do one. All we know is that the disgraced speaker. We try for no force. If the speaker using position for get that lady there and go after the speaker for what he do, we try for know if somebody there. We try for pimp that picking for do what he do. Then for the mere fact the video come out, you know how many picking away he embold. You know that graphical aspect. Since the way audience here can go out saying me. Whenever you see a video go out, it they embolden a lot of picking them for do the wrong thing.
Okay.
We got for take care of that part. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We'll take one more call inside the program this afternoon. All right. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and who side the call from, please.
Hello, we had good afternoon.
Welcome. You get the platform. They live inside Fambul Pala.
I call from Wiadna, London.
All right, you get the platform. Go ahead.
For this very interesting topic we want to bring come up. One thing I want to contribute. We as Africans or Sierra Leoneans, we get for hold we politicians them accountable. That when they make policy them where they know they follow through. Another thing is we cultural norms them. You don't do for them we begin for put them cultural norms and they behind we back. Where people then go say, oh well, that man they don't go church and they don't be in wealth. No, you don't want to picking at that age they for can become a wife. You want to begin for grow up. You want them for enjoy life. You want them for be somebody for tomorrow. We go able for turn back. He can talk to other picking them or young picking them and say, look, this is not a way of life for the owner go live. We get for take all thing then they into consideration. And furthermore, some of them film the way the young picking they all they watch. They're not appropriate. I don't go free tongue plenty. If you see some of the film the way them picking then they watch, how that they control them? They are also vulnerable. And I'm also glad the way Imran bring in this beverage report. Well, we politicians, the Sierra Leoneans, and go to say, oh, now with man policy. Not a with man policy. It don't do for let we move on. from all them things where they happen and look at things that we go be able for develop we mindset, develop we picking them and protect them. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very, very much. Except if the host one follow will take more, but if not, not the last caller, Andy.
Yes, thank you so much. We don't go actually over the time, but it's a very interesting program, and sometimes we are tempted to say, "Oh, we just want for continue." But before we actually come to the submission, there was a woman waving against them because I will not get too many women that we don't talk. By this time, I think it's somebody green. Mohammed A. Kogoma and Abdul Kamal. Just give me please, yeah. I just want to give that woman a chance. I've been seeing Izzy and then I see Putian. I don't know if he's still there around. She's green. If she's not around, okay, I will take two more comments from the group, and then we go over to we brother from Rainbow for making a Boblamin for let it give we a round up within like 2 minutes, and then we'll do the same thing with Mira for let give a round up in 2 minutes, and then we'll go Fanta also will give you a round up in 2 minutes, and then I will conclude. We will get to a vote of thanks, and then we will go. But I just want to make everybody know that please, we get for the continue the discussion at Fambul Pala, and Fambul Pala get for the happen every blessed month, and do you want to help we for spread Fambul Pala. I really appreciate people in turnout too, and I'm happy about people from London. Like the quality of the conversation, in as much as this is the very first time. But the quality of conversation where we get today, it opened some of we mind them. So even now we don't use for address some of the issues. Then we are not just innocent. We sometimes we are just carried away by our cultures and some things then without looking at them deeply into which we for look at. But very very salient points in common and powerful statements that we have made. So let's just call the two man then we be there. And also now not again. When I don't put on down, I don't want for talk again. I just want to go in 1 minute quickly.
Mohammed Kuruma and Abdul
Mohammed Kuruma.
Yeah. Good day, everybody. And
yes.
I want to say thank you to Mr. Ato, Timira, Fantasy Wise, and Uncle Aid. I just want to make an interest to the second to last caller. We say help somebody, then at the end of the day, the pikin begin call him, begin tell him say, if papa not well, in daddy take the phone, he begin call him, tell him say he not well. In the first place, how the parents take no say, that particular person take no say, now the parents take that phone for give him pikin, make that kind call the first place. You can't tell, the judge person. And besides, even if now the parents take that phone and give in picking for make that kind of statement and they to you, then not to think for making hurt you, for make you penetrate param. Everybody need help, and in fact, this is Sierra Leone. Things are very difficult. If in say the right person where if for call a particular moment they for make you help them, I believe say if you're able to help them, but like the perspective or perception of a change, like before I help you, make I do this first. So now that point they just want to raise first before ever I go before.
Okay, so let's just make a clarification to it quickly. So the point where the man made make that this not somebody when an young person where it don't help before. So this person gets in number now in phone. So the point where they is now that if you picking get access to your phone and they call somebody we get power, when we they talk about power, if they call them, they tell and say, oh, me papa no well anything in me. You they open the mouth for being abused. Now that's the try for point two. Because you open the mouth because
also the gentleman in point as well. Because of the country the people need help. It don't mean say if they ask for
very
help.
Good. It don't mean say you for
I know why. But there is something we'll go for look at. I agree with you. You don't mean say they ask for help. We get for address the issue of help. I will tell you now. You see this issue of help. Me not pastor. And I know they talk against help, but in itself, it gets a way where it puts people then in a position of being taken advantage of. In itself, but we'll get for look at that. But not so that's that person they may think about actually.
I agree.
On the fact that we for if the papa take the phone and call and tell and say, but no well, help me, it would have been a different thing.
We'll get Abdul.
That's the point. Yes, look into Abdul Kamara quickly.
Hey guys, how everybody they do? First of all, I want to thanks to everybody for able to come together and actually have these conversations. We have to have more of these conversations. For even start. Now we begin to talk about something. Now they go find a solution. You understand? A lot of these things then where we talk about, we get to look at the grassroots, which I didn't see come up from. Will lead to how we culture the part to, because if we look at Salon, not to Salon be there. We will not say that it not be there happen, but to this extent, you understand? Not to show extent. Something happened down the line.
Please, mute your phone. Please, if you phone the on, please mute and allow the speaker for. Yes, sir.
Something happened on the way, which shifts we culture. We become so sexually hyper and sexually violent towards not just women, including men, because me and Apostle, we don't suffer sexual assault as a child. My mama left me before 1 year old, moved to America. I did, to me granny for men and get boss to take care of me. Dancing and then they possibly take care of me, they abuse me sexually. It's not just a women-based thing. This is not something where for who even we don't go to, we demand it. You understand, eh? And we get to look at the Usai then originated from Usai all the traumas they are come out. Even the people and some of the people in way abuse we because they do it out of trauma. They do it out of because they don't go to one. That's what they know. You understand, eh? A lot of them here, they come from the homes. A lot of the people who abuse we are people who we sabi, or where we trust, where we grow up with. You understand, and we parents and trust. That's not one of, I think that's one of the places where this thing originated from. And secondly, we are a nation we don't go through trauma after trauma. We went through the war. We see all kinds of traumas, which fits we entire community, we entire country, we entire culture. It shifts them right after the war. Everything changed. We don't get empathy towards each other. We lost a lot of we morals them. There has been so much, and somebody earlier pointed this out. There has been so much trauma, we don't go through as Sierra Leoneans. Majority of we, the masses, but there hasn't been any type of help for them trauma than me. We have been through sexual trauma, physical trauma. They don't kill. We don't see. They don't kill people. And don't burn people. Don't cut down. I still wake up crying from things. And I still dream certain things that would happen to me as a child. I wake up sweat, the bed soak.
Jesus.
Some of we unfortunately have an opportunity for left that country there and have an opportunity to seek help, because I don't seek help, even though then still happens to me. And there's a lot of people then. Majority of the population never seek help. Not just trauma after trauma, trauma after trauma.
All right. Thank you so much. This is a very, very important point. Because we run up with time, we take the last two people, Samad and Khadija. So I want to just go to Khadija first quickly, then I end with Samad. Thank you so much, Brother Abdul. Khadija.
Yes, sir. Hello, everybody. Now, thank you. I just came across this information today, and I'm really, really happy for be here. For see that Sierra Leoneans really concerned, and I thank you all for that. I just want to say another thing. They think about also where they affect Pekin and girl Pekin, and particularly is like cases that I know of. How Pekin and Komobono. We get for do with culture. Then they display them, basically. Historically, from one smaller, that's how they see. Then they display them, and then they begin and feel like, or the parents, they feel privileged for letting man say he wants to begin. But now, not so that too, because that was respectful then. Now, what thing they happen is that, now what thing they happen One particular picky one I know of where, you know, in Sister Krangona Bondo Bush, they don't put the wig in their head when they don't. Now wig they put on their head, not so even hot comment like they used to. Put lipstick on her. This became a death. You know, somebody rape her, end up with getting pregnant from that moment or from that same month where this happened. And the beginning able even say what I impregnate them, but they were displayed. People then come and jubilate and everything, but that was the result. But there's so many of this happens anyway. This is just a classic example that sometimes we need to look into what do we change about the cultures. You know, what are the things we could do for protect, for make Pekin enough vulnerable, especially then small one and they. You know, this not Pekin way at a tender age and not born Pekin. So that's something I think we need to think about as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Khadija. And finally, the final last person from the public, Samad. Samad?
Yes, Mr. Ato, Waid, this is Sulaiman from Maryland, Fantasy, Riyadh, Mira. I think you guys are doing a wonderful job because these are some of the things meaningful Sierra Leoneans we look out there for ensure say if a way they we go able to put sense now some of the people where they do the acts there for let them stop. I don't listen to various speakers and I believe say I go in line with all waiting and say. But the fact here is now one thing we forget say bad thing, these are things sometimes we're not able to stop them, they happen. But again, what they able to make them minimize or stop for some of them things then they now the precedent. Now the consequence where somebody they face after this. I just want for hits on that particular one. See, if somebody don't do something we're not correct, especially this way, we all know see with the found arts, they destroy young generation people the way they come, they destroy things same way. I mean, they will be turned out for be a sober-minded things. The only thing where I believe say the leaders them for take a bad discipline. That's why I go with when somebody they lay emphasis say then things like for the talk with anger. Yes, I agree because these are things that will not for the tolerate them. These are things that will not for the pamper them. But again, these are things where we people them they do under where people they do that they tolerate them. For some of us, don't find ourselves from a culture where around discipline, law and order they work. For like you go near a girl picking self, a church and self, you afraid, you engats because you know at the end of the day what to get for come after this. But the country with the talk about arena salon, we leaders them some of them they involved into this. That's why I agree with everybody. Everybody don't say the parents them they involve, the political landscape they involve, leaders and what they do and not going they involved. If there is a precedent or there's a discipline after your action, trust me, this thing will minimize. Definitely. I just want for it on that one day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hey, brother, before we close.
No, please, Imran, we're not able to talk right now because time on the Zoom. Thank you. But may you, I go drop we go drop your number na the text.
Okay.
And then yes, I go I call you. I will send you a message. We'll talk immediately. We don't. Yeah.
Please.
I'll start with Bob. Bob Lamin, I'll just get you final comments on this thing. We'll wrap up quickly. We know some people and get their own things.
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Pratt. And I'll end on this note here, for say the emphasis on this. The power, the silence and continuity of the perpetrator lies in the silence of the people. If we know anybody saying a woman abuser, if we know anybody saying a woman beater, if we know anybody saying a pedophile, let's talk about them. Let we make communities know about them. That is why this year we push for Section 44 of the Sexual Offences Act as amended in 2019, that the government, through the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs, publish annually the list of sex offenders. Because if that happens, we will able to safeguard the picking them. Imagine a young guy, just 5-year-old, they dream of becoming a doctor. And in 1 minute, his whole life is being shattered like a brutal act of abuse. These are the reality in Sierra Leone. We can talk and so, but it's the reality. These are not just stories. They are the realities of what we are facing as a country. So now that make us happy for the part of this conversation today. And like I say, let me cause a lot of noise about this. People that we know are abusing children. Let's don't compromise it, because compromise affect the soul settle with the text. When we are compromising because this now with family member, because this now the person where they help with family, it undermine the work we all they do.
Yeah.
We don't get a case, somebody rape, they go with an court, they go beg for an station, then go lock out, whatsoever, then pull an ado. That picking each time when you see that boy, it team up, it freeze. What are they running here?
Panic.
Because the justice is not getting as a result of compromise. So I'll stop here and tell you now so many thank you for where we all contribute into this conversation. Thank you.
And there are CC people in the try for sign off. I want for request, please don't sign off. There are important points that needed to be made by people. I want to make people hear me. Because one important thing the way I make a talk with, I really want to count on that at the end of what we say. So please, let me just give us a few minutes with the go just now. Yes, Auntie Mira.
Yes, quickly for me, before I do my closing, they asked two questions one need for response to.
Yes.
Somebody
definitely.
asked about, say, the first lady in Hands of Our Guards, we talk about court, if he exists. Yes, he exists. We call them the sexual offenses model courts, where the first time when they launched and been in Freetown, July 2020. They now don't get Boko of farm within a body streets and other regions like Makeni, Kono, Cambia, Kenema. With this, they get support from UNICEF. Then they even get where they do trial by judge alone, meaning say they allow anybody for good to close behind the scenes for protect victims and testimony for men not go through trauma again. Yes, so while the courts, but unfortunately, while the courts don't, because they don't improve access to justice, but challenges remain, say, they get case backlog, community awareness issues, and support services for survivors, them lacking. So that's not the question when the person may ask for the answer. They talk about the Hands of Our Guards. I'm saying this again, as I said before on Riyadh. Hands of Our Guards now a very laudable venture. Unfortunately, they don't implement as it's supposed to be implement. If they're here for work and look on them again, review them, bring all hands on deck, the FSU, the Rainbow, let all be parts of them and then work together for ensure say we bring them protected. It will be a lovely initiative. Then another question about a way Mr. Abdul asked, we say if any law day for people with a think begin. Yes, law been day, law and day. Under the Sexual Offences Act of 2012, when being renewed in 2019, the part 3 talk about offenses involving children related to child prostitution. And section 30 talk about obtaining the service of a child prostitute. Then 31 talk about offering, arranging, or benefiting from child prostitution, where this have to do with targeting pimps. That's where they pimp them. Then 32, now refer to parents where they facilitate them beginning for go give themselves for benefits. So yes, the law, after times we don't issue with law. We have enough things where the law then the cover now implementation will get challenged with. So at this juncture, I want to remind us say the whole country ago, remember moral decadence means rotting the system, don't rotting in the smell. Country not so bad off way, sex not to nothing to we again. We talk about sex easy one people say now breakfast we take. We need for watch them, we need for advice we say, we need for advocate against their immoralities here now we country. Then finally for me for conclude, and I don't forget FSU. I want to say thanks to the FSU because they get several challenges, but they don't work for these years. They try their best. I just want to encourage them to put in more efforts because no matter how good you are, there's room for improvements. So I want to say thanks to the whole team of FSU across Sierra Leone. You've been doing a good job. I know you have challenges. Please keep pushing, keep serving the people of Sierra Leone because that's what they're for. I want to say thanks to the Office of Director of Public Prosecution From Itewa Dede, before Akande, they've been giving help to the FSU, advising them, guiding them for make them ensure they investigate well. Thanks to them. And lastly, so the Rainbow Initiative, you guys are lovely. You've been doing well. Please continue to serve the people of Sierra Leone. We do appreciate Sierra Leoneans, parents, communities, the government. We have a lot to do to make Sierra Leone a safe place for everybody. I thank you. I'm here always to serve. I'll be there for you when you need me. Thank you so much.
We within a weird, Fambul and a weird. There are a lot of people, over 1,000 people who watch the shows, and right now the number don't dwindle down to get 157 watching right now. Una like the program? Please, una like. Let we get up to, if we get up to 100 likes, self it will find for we. But 63 likes with all of that number, no. Please like the program, and we're glad. Fanta.
Sorry, I always they mute me, Mike.
It's all right. Give you.
Yeah. For me again, like I say, let we be comfortable in talking to we picking them, and that means say girl picking and boy picking. It means like leaving no one behind. And let we stop. We not say we culture so amazing and beautiful, but trust me, we get some way we need for go. Like we need for go away, and the culture of victim blaming, the culture of seeing like say, oh, for example, if man say you fine, look where you waste cat, look where you bobby pack, it's like it's a compliment. No, it's not. And I don't care. Elect this speaking or sabi this person, or elect na me boyfriend, elect na me man, elect na this, you know get rights for touch me, you know get rights for this, and let we stop for justify nonsense in the name of saying but then go there. They're not for don't go there. Oh, they're not for don't do that. They're not for don't work shortcuts. If I went to go to a partner street, I'm not give you right. You the pastors, it's a bit inside on the sell chicken. I give this example. I don't withstand now. It's about saying can pass then like when you pass Wilkinson Road, right? You the see boutique there. We find close the end. You the see side on the sell find chicken. The chicken then find the close and find you want sell. You don't ever go see person broke and say go take chicken or go take people close. It not ever happen because say if you go say you go jog people chicken or you go jog people then go beat you pink and black, then can you go to police and lock your ass. So if you not get rights for do that day, me are blunt anyway. While they talk, this let we call things them by their names.
It's all right.
You understand what I mean? Say you not get mind one, you not crazy for one self because say then go beat you. You face it develop to other thing. You know go no self. So again, when you say you not get mind
very good example.
When you say you not get you not able to go jog that close there, you not get this. So you not get rights for touch. I like you see say that person in Bobby Kakin, Bobby this, Bobby. People then get mind though. Then get certain things. So there, I like you see and you think up. You not get mind go self because say that they then at you level. But the one way you feel say you can able for do out of impunity and this, and let we just let stop for the justified nonsense. All I need a rubbish. Let me just stop.
Thank you so much. Pantana Miko host. You boys just know. You want to say something? Sengbe Pierre, before talk or before we go? Before talk something before I just close. Sengbe Pierre.
I just be to say the example of Panta account is a very good one. I like that. You know, go see chicken in a treat, you won't go take out, it's not possible. So not all because someone wearing short pants, if you say 9 dress to make it go put on par, it's not possible.
Exactly. So well,
after one more thing, I beg. Again, before I go, right? No, yes, before I go. There is this thing again where we not discuss, where we not can talk about. When are they in a session, the way they can get at then university then club them. You understand? Then get this one when they say they go initiate the girl picking them. Then they make 5 man they sleep with you. Would I get syphilis? Would I get HIV? Would I get this? Would I get this? Then say I'm gonna make you be the tabra and this for join certain club. Now nonsense. It's rubbish. And then at the highest level, like university after university, now they go inside politics, they go work now, they do that kind of nonsense. Let we call it university then out say now rubbish, then university, then college, and now rubbish, now alaki then deeper. I beg.
All right. Me people, we don't come to the end of this program. We all don't discuss a lot. Boku points on come up. There is one statement where Amira make. Amira use one word where capture me from where it talk. He say evolve. Let we evolve. Waiting at evolvement. For evolve mean to say we get for they make changes as we they grow, as things they change. We self they make changes for meet up to we own time and to we own age where we did. The one of things all the way through we don't discuss at the end of the day. These are all issues we first of all point to cultural norms and traditions where we don't been the practice many years ago. The $1 million question when we talk about cultural norms and traditions now, should we avoid our cultural norms and traditions for Western norms and traditions? The answer is no. We're not saying we should avoid ours for the West, but we should improve. We for improve on we own, for meet up with modern times and modern system, for meet up with the kind picking them where we they born now. We were born inside the 70s. I can always tell and say we were born inside the 70s, and then when we were born at the 80s, you know, now the last set of people that we see the end of an era and the beginning of a new era. So we mindset completely different. The one that we born now, the picking that we born now, they can tell you if you born picking up, by the time that picking they sit down. If they don't talk, you don't put it. By telling them you get phone. If the operator you never know, it's like say land for operate phone na belle, na mama in belle. You understand me? They come with a different mindset and everything. How? The question is, what do we do with our cultural and normative practices for ensure say within the context of we culture and all what we they do, we make space for them picking the asso. For them to be protected, for them to be defended, noting very well the complexity in human nature. That is to say, when they talk about the complexity in human nature, they look at the fact that Imran will talk about motamange urge, motamange desire. Very important. You see, person when a pedophile, not desire. Person when a pedophile, he gets a desire. And even if you look that man will not to pedophile, that man will not to pedophile, instead of get desire. But the difference between the man will not to pedophile and the person a pedophile, what they talk about pedophile and man with the falla picking. So if you look at the man, we know the give for falla picking and the man with the falla picking. Now the fact that the man will know the falla picking, he get control over in desire. And the man with the falla picking, he not get control over in desire. In ways in a picking want. Now there they go. So how we they train we picking them for ensure say we bring all of them in there and consider the picking their own feeling. Where the picking they get as man, and we don't go deny the picking feeling, especially where they're at the teenage age, where in almost they develop. Where that time if na woman, that time in Bobby they begin to do. If na man self, like me so me when me maturity stage me, I put Bobby like woman. Me mama na beat me Bobby with Ibako. Me mama beat me Bobby with Ibako. I put Bobby like woman. Yes, that's the happen to boy picking. Take that, and then that time the boy picking. When waking up morning, they begin to up now fast because they begin get different sexual urge. But then we for also consider as family how we family for train we picking them, and consider how community get a lot of impact upon picking. Community get a lot of impact upon how somebody they grow and waiting in the tongue tomorrow bambai in us and in many community outside day in school and outside tap. There are a lot of things for do with anything there. So if we not drive this information, if we not build something strong out of this and drive them into the homes and into the schools and into the communities, then what will they do so they fear? I always tell people them, somebody want to tell me they will dip on theater. Me like I don't tell them I'm a theater practitioner. They ask me, say, Arthur, what do we go do for change mindset? I said, let's go back to schools. But people are not they believe. If we must change mindset, we must go back to schools. If we must change mindset, we must never be tired to talk about the issue. And if we agree to we are wrong, we are not all perfect. We are human beings. We all know the issues. Look like this discussion we happen today. Different points of views then come up. Things that happen, we make a rethink a lot of things. And so we mortal man for the we for able for rethink we said and look at the space where we did and apply we self genuinely. We the born picking them. We're not going to make person here put picking. You don't get safe. You don't place. But even as much as I talk to me, picking not near me. I don't know what thing they happen to me, girl picking, where you go and next door neighbor. So we get for drive a particular kind of mindset into we people there for ensure say, when you see small picking, remember say you self the born picking. Remember say it can be your sister and they represent you, mama. We forget respect for woman. And now that is foundational. Respect for women. Respect for women and control over human desire. When I see that man where they talk about religion is important. Many people don't understand this. Me, I get what I can tell people. I say one of the things we drive we away, we create all of this problem. One key factor na that we forget we culture say the pride for make with girl picking and married as virgin. He don't die. Why they talk this talk, I don't mean to say, oh, I for now make you suppress your picking. Now your choice. The picking are in choice. Now you say in choice for left you picking, go be a call. But if like what would they talk about? We find to talk about grooming. If we inside with us, we don't talk about the dignity in preservation. So we picking them. How it is dignified for make them preserve themselves. One media college, one lady media college with me. They told them for a college. She was a virgin. If they as virgin, when then they sleeping complain, they provoke them. Then one for force and for when they call. If boss cry, somebody else will then at this American and then call me. He say, AVA come, they no send me a pastor, can't talk to this speaking. Then they provoke and tomorrow say, one go they don't for man. I go meet and I say, that's your pride. We talk, and I go tell her for free. When he left college, he called me, tell me. He said, Arthur, he said, I'm going back, and I'm going back as a virgin. I'm so happy. And it's not impossible. It is possible. But it has to start with the home. Then we drive them into the schools and into our communities. And finally, ensure that we government, oh, they do this thing, so why I beg, so why they are on a put and down at Alston. We get what I person at Alston, not talking nothing today, but today, when I put this down, we're going to ensure that we politicians then coming in. When we talk about accountability, we got for ensure say political parties begin to make it known that politicians who have stained themselves in these lines not be given chance and opportunity for take political office.
Red card then give you so now red card at Alston they give you so.
Oh, that red card. Sorry, they don't give me red card. All thing undone. That's not give me. I don't say I tell you say let cost the card, you don't cut them. Well, according to the referee, all thing undone. So I want to just follow the last person for make it just give you the vote of thanks. But this is something where according to Sawai, can we discuss it? I think to say we forget a second part of this discussion so that we get a meaningful what do you call Mabel.
We will, but for now, now we left the people then for go. Now we really want to tell all man thank you for the impatient for the with we. I see Maksud, I'll not be mentioning name, not in my main name, Fatima Babi, a lot of other people who I get so much respect for now join, and every other person, you know, I'm not gonna know the names them. I do one day was Sabia call. Now go to closing, vote of thanks, and you know, we will meet and evaluate.
Mabel. Who's that Mabel?
In the absence, I think.
Cool. All right, Sawai.
They.
Okay.
Mabel there.
They. Condom.
Okay, Mabel.
Right. We'll wait for you.
Okay. I think I'll just step in on or keep people in. I want for first of all thank the Almighty for making possible for make we all meet Naya. And I want for tell we gentleman from Rainbow Initiative for such a wonderful presentation and giving us statistics and make we know the state of affairs with regard to sex crimes and sexual exploitation, and then even touch on show we the relation we get with moral decadence in our country. And I want for tell Mira Dumboya plenty thank you for that kind eloquent presentation, the passionate presentation, I would add. You know, I think that for Mira in presentation, I think the anger issue begin come up. But we love the anger because, you know, she brought out, after we read the statistics, she brought out some passion. We now in guide we in this forum till we end. So, Fantasy, you did great as a co-host. We saw you bringing out a lot of things. I know some people not going to agree with you because you really call things by their right names, name parts by their right names. But I understand as a survivor, you know, somebody when a victim, I know you passion where you come with. And also Arthur Pratt, you Apostle Arthur Pratt, you've always been excellent. We want to tell you thank you. Just so I know, this now we two permanent hosts them for now until such a time when we change. When I go to see Arthur Pratt and Fantasy, now we permanent host them. And I want to tell every we are saying we pay a thank you for make we give the opportunity, more visibility, and all the members then at the We Are platform we join and the one that we even call. We want to tell everybody thank you. We join We Naya. You know, then stay with we till to this point. when we launch the Safe Choices campaign, we say time. We see how we go. Because when Mark Sud presents, everybody was like, oh my God, this is good. We have to wait. We go for land. So it is always happening. And people wait now, appreciate you now. We tell you thank you. And the one then we contribute, we add more sense. Panwiti we say, from Amira to Imran T to Samad, you know, to Khadija, Yeni, every other person we call now the Zoom platform. One for telling thank you for una sense them una add, but what you already don't get. We take them back now the drawing board, we go evaluate, and then we will come back to una. Of course, we next Fambul Pala will be another topic, but we go find them who will come you know, improve on the gains them we don't make for me at on this particular topic. At this juncture, on behalf of Guardians of Free Speech, Speak Up Movement, Safe Strong Voices, Safe Choices campaign specifically, Fambul Pala. I want for telling all Tata and thank you one more time.
And as we go, let's just go with this one from Michelle Powers. Michelle Powers make one statement. He said the advent of technology was intended to transform the world into a better place. But some people choose
don't come back
from God, from good to bad, promoting negative things